Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Gen X Lounge, the bi-weekly-ish podcast where we discuss the pop culture of today and look back at the pop culture yesterday, but mostly we just shoot the shit. This is episode 51, and I am your host, Brian. With me tonight, fresh off the plane from Florida or someplace, looking tan and fit. Bolo's here.
Hey, party people. Pleasure to be back. Pleasure to be back.
We missed you in episode 50, but
I humbly apologize. It was a rough, it was a good trip, but also semi-rough because I'm currently in a bad state with my left knee. I'm bone on bone, zero cartilage, severe arthritis. I'm walking with a cane.
Christ.
I'm old Bruce Wayne Batman from Batman Beyond.
And also with us, I don't think I can call him a special guest anymore. He's becoming a reg. He's a special regular.
That's right.
We got a special regular back with us. Mr. Dopko is here. How you doing, David?
I'm good. I love my theme. I always do. I love my theme because I'm
appropriate for October.
Perfect for spooky season, and
yeah, man.
I'm perfect to have on for spooky season because I'm spooky all throughout the year. So, anyway, yeah. So Bolo, let's not make this about our Achilles tendons and our.
Oh, it's fine.
I could go on too. We can have
definitely do that.
Episode of that.
It's becoming a regular segment, I think.
We're not going to do it because I just ordered some compression socks for my Achilles tendons. So
there you go.
There's that. Yeah, there's that.
Nice.
Not really nice, no, but
I today had my second ever chiropractor appointment. And for years, I was always like, I'll never go to a chiropractor. That's like quack medicine. But like, I hurt my shoulder lifting weights 4 or 5 weeks ago. And have only been able to lift weights twice since then. I've only just been doing cardio, and it is just, I just am at the end of my rope with it. So I just was like, you know what, I'm going to try a chiropractor. And my first appointment was on Friday, and she is like, Jesus Christ, you're a fucking disaster. And I was like, yeah, I'm a little stiff. So she's working it out. It's definitely better. I'm going to try lifting weights tomorrow. I mean, it's not better, but it's better than it was.
Yes.
I'm going to try lifting weights tomorrow. And then I go back on Wednesday, and then I'm hoping to just maybe only go like once every couple of weeks for a little tweak, a little tune up maybe.
There you go.
If it's working for you, Brian, I'm happy. But I have this suspicious mind that chiropractic medicine just gets you just enough to get a little bit of relief, and they want to keep you coming back.
To keep going, yeah.
Keep going.
Yeah.
And,
That's my fear. And
not everybody's shady, like I think. But,
yeah. I went into it very...
It is their job, so...
Yeah, I went into it very warily. And she came highly recommended. And the first thing she did with me was... and the same thing today. She didn't just jump in and start like cracking shit and doing all this, that, and the other. She like did heat on my shoulder. She did a little. I wouldn't call it a massage, but like probing it a little bit. And she figured out like where, without me really being like, this is where it hurts and this, that, and the other. Like she kind of pinpointed where the pinch was. Then she, did the little electrodes that they stick on your muscle to like do that. I would say that was probably like a good half of both of my appointments so far before she really got in there and tried doing anything like adjustment wise.
Yeah.
So that was the first thing. I was like, all right, so she's not just, going to crack my neck and tell me to come back in 3 days, which is what I was kind of worried about. And then today when I was there, a girl was in the other room and I overheard her talking, and she was like, so how's it working out coming in every 6 weeks? And she's like, oh no, I think every 6 weeks is great. So I'm like, all right, if she's cool with people coming in every 6 weeks, you know what I mean? Like, I'm cool with that. I just don't want to have to go. I'm not going to go like Monday, Wednesday, Friday. per
No.
barrel.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
that's their usual.
If you can afford
protocol.
it too, that's
Yeah, like I'm not down with that, man. I'm going in lieu of going to the gym today. You know what I mean? Like I'm not going to choose to go to the chiropractor, but yeah. So,
well,
Bolo,
good.
but you
I'm
had a
glad
good
it's
trip.
I had a great trip. It was we have a friend down there who his name is Gary, and he owns 3 bars by the name of Coco's, and all these bars are doing well. And he's the absolute character. This guy's he's a ton of fun. He's an older gentleman, and he's one of those guys who has money and he's not a jerk. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
He's really cool, very
yeah.
generous. You know, he took care of us down there at all those bars that we went to, and then you know he had a bunch of us stay at. He has a condo down there and also some $1 million house somewhere in Florida as well. We were in Clearwater, and
Oh, yeah.
it was
Nice.
yeah, absolutely beautiful spot. We stayed in the hotel. Our first room that we had rented, we get there and I take a step into the room and I hear a splush.
Oh no,
The room is flooded.
no splushes.
I was just like,
No,
I was like, what?
that's not a good sign, Bolo.
No.
And I'm on a cane. I was like, I was like, don't take a step. I said because I said if the wave hits a socket, we're getting electrocuted.
A socket.
Yeah, I was just like, you know what? I'm not getting juiced in Florida.
Wow.
So immediately we called our people who were in the condo and said, look, we got a problem. Our room's flooded. They set us up in another hotel, which is basically an upgrade, literally a block away and closer to the Coco's bar that we were partying at.
Perfect.
So it all worked out perfectly.
Oh, Bolo.
Yeah, these things happen only to me.
Yeah. So before the show started, I asked you guys to pay attention to that stinger, which was this. So that is a stinger from we all grew up in the same area.
Yes.
Even though, David, you're a West Coaster, but you're an East Coaster at heart, and you're an East Coaster in your youth. And so that is an East Coast stinger, but it is kind of obscure. Any idea what that could be from?
It feels like it's from a TV show, and I could be way off.
Well, think about the hint of it is though it would have been local to us.
So like local meaning like Philadelphia area.
Yeah, like Philly area, like tri-state, New Jersey, Philly, Delaware.
I'm very disappointed in myself because I think I should know this, and I was very cocky when you asked me. I said, I'll get it. Guess what? I didn't get it. But I'm going to kind of go with Bolo and say that it's, unless you want to give us another hint.
Yeah, I'll give you another hint. Think of a time when we had our own local paid cable channel out here, like an HBO, but it was local to us, but it was a paid channel. It also had the Flyers were exclusively on that channel.
I'm going to say something with Channel 17.
No, it's from Prism. Remember Prism?
Oh, I do remember Prism. We didn't have it for long. We had it for a very short time.
Yeah. Prism was an add-on to your cable package that you could get back in the day when really like HBO was probably the only other real add-on. And they would show movies, but the main draw was that they would show local Philly sports. Yeah,
that's right. That's right. And you know, it's funny because growing up in South Jersey, we were, you know, privy to New York and Philly stations. So we kind of fluctuated from both of those two. And and I attribute my, you know, love of, you know, monsters and giant monsters and all that stuff and Ultraman, Spider-Man to having access to Channel 17 that showed all that stuff on a regular basis.
But also WOR.
True. And then I had WOR.
Yeah, from New York.
Of course, the holiday special at Thanksgiving, which was, you know, but no, yeah, I'm sad that I didn't recognize it, but I do know what Prism is, and I think we did have it for a very short period of time.
Yeah.
I was way off. I was going out on a limb about to say, hey, it sounds like Airwolf.
Mm.
Actually, you know what? It kind
Hey,
of
it could
does
have
sound
been.
like
It could have
Airwolf.
been. It could have been.
I was in my brain, a helicopter, a stealth helicopter was going through my brain.
It does sound a little like Airwolf, honestly.
I had an Airwolf vibe, man.
Yeah, I used to have the Airwolf theme because we did a little Airwolf thing, so I could.
Mm-hmm.
I wish I still had it because I could play it back. But yeah, it does. It has that.
Prism. That's really
Yeah.
obscure, Brian. Like good
Yeah.
one. Like you got me there on it because I was
Yeah,
like, oh yeah, I'm gonna get it, no problem.
Definitely a good pull.
So I have an idea for a Christmas episode that I've been toying with.
That works 5 times faster.
Sorry about that.
What in the hell was that?
That was me.
Fucking Bolo.
An extra guest. We have an extra guest.
Yeah. Which is for Christmas Jingle Bells. I was thinking of going back and doing it. We could either do it as like a quiz or just as a let's remember some stuff. But just going back and just finding a bunch of 70s and 80s jingles.
That's cool.
I love it.
For like a Christmas theme. So yeah. David, you were talking before we got on air about some stuff coming up on Collect All Monsters, which is your YouTube show, and you're going to Japan. I'm going to be doing a live Collect All Monsters episode from Japan, so that's fucking rad.
Yes, sir. And
awesome.
and thank you. And this is really the first format that I'm actually announcing it because I haven't really told anybody yet because I basically got the tickets last week. So,
cool.
So as Brian said, I'm going to be heading to Japan for Godzilla's birthday week, and there's all kinds of fun events planned. And, I don't even know what they are yet. There's already like a Trello board of events that we're going to go to,
Yeah.
But the ultimate goal of this trip is we have the majority of our co-hosts are going to be in Japan. So it only makes sense that we do a show from there. And it was our goal from the very get-go to do a show from Japan at some point. So yeah, we're going to be doing that. Kyle Yount, of course, lives there. John Ruffin, he's in the Philly area. He'll be out there.
Philly native John Ruffin, that's right.
Yep. Leslie Chambers, who this is his first trip to Japan, and I gotta say that part of my inspiration for going was to see Leslie's experience the first time experiencing Japan.
Yeah.
Lose his mind. So it's gonna be awesome. I love seeing other people get joy out of I've already gotten joy out of. You know what I mean? It just
wonderful.
Really happy.
Yeah, it's cool.
I'm going to be doing that, and I'll be there from the 31st. I arrive on the 31st, and I leave on the 10th of November. So please watch that show. I'm not sure of the actual date. It might not be our second Saturday because of the logistics of Godzilla's birthday. But yeah, it should be very exciting. And we have a really cool giveaway, like a really nice, awesome giveaway that I would absolutely want, but I already have it. So yeah.
Cool.
Nice.
And thank you, Brian, for giving me this platform to let everybody know that I'll be heading to the land of the rock.
Hell yeah. I've been thinking about because I watch Svengoolie.
I love Svengoolie.
Yeah, and do you get it out where you are?
We do not get it out here.
We
don't get it. But I watched it all for 17 years in Seattle. Yeah. And Bolo and all right, let me give you guys a quiz, a little thing. Speaking of Svengoolie, do you guys remember the horror host from Channel 17 from the Philadelphia area?
Dr. Shock?
Dr. Shock.
Yeah,
that's right.
I did not remember that.
He's who I grew up with.
Yeah, Dr. Shock was our local guy. Yeah.
He was our local guy, and he basically was like a clone of Zachary. Like a lot of people in the Midwest had Zachary, and they had Bob Wilkins on the West Coast, and then we had Dr. Shock, and he had 2 shows, Chiller Theater, and I forget what the other one was called, but they were awesome. And he always had his granddaughter on there named Bubbles, and it was just great. I'll send you some clippings from TV Guide that I saved, but yeah. So that was our horror host, and I loved. He was really funny and very witty, and
he was good.
I think he was better than Svengoolie personally. But Svengoolie is awesome, and he's what we got today. And
I love Svengoolie, man.
But he ain't no Dr. Shock.
Nah, but and the funny thing is, like, I can close my eyes and I can hear that creature feature,
100%.
the local creature feature
Totally.
music, and I remember the hands coming.
Well, that was Chiller. That was actually WOR.
And if you Google creature feature Philadelphia, like it has one old school bumper, and I remember as a kid thinking it was so creepy and scary. And you look at it now.
Too.
And you're like, dude, that is so obviously they shot that in 15 minutes on some soundstage in Philly.
But it was great special effects for that day.
It was just cool, yeah.
Are you talking about, Brian, the one where it's a mummy or it's a decrepit like corpse?
No, this was the Philly one where it was just
the Philly one.
I'll send it to you.
It turns into Dr. Shock.
No. This was just for the creature feature. This was just the creature.
Oh, so this wasn't his horror theater one, whatever.
No.
Okay.
There's a bunch of Dr. Shock clips on YouTube that you can watch. So yeah, like YouTube's great for that kind of stuff. Like if it's something off the wall, like that's where that Prism thing came from. And like the funny thing is, I've looked up so much of that stuff before that now it gets suggested to me. Like that Prism clip was just in my suggestion. It was just in my algorithm. Like, hey, do you remember the Prism opening, 15 seconds? So I was like, I'm going to use that on the show at some point because, I wanted to make sure it was an episode you were on because I was like, David would be old enough to remember at least what Prism was, even if he didn't get the,
what it is, but I didn't get it right. So. And yes, I'm old enough to remember a hell of a lot of things. So yeah.
But yeah, so, but yeah, this episode we're going to focus on Cartoon Madness, which we were going to do last episode, but Bolo, we didn't want to leave you out. So we are finally going to do our 32 cartoon elimination. David, I'm glad you're joining. Dutch cannot join because he has just a ton of work stuff going on apparently, which is also fine though, because a lot of these cartoons he doesn't really remember. Yeah. And then the Mighty Quinn will be joining us shortly. But while we wait for the Mighty Quinn, we might as well get into news. I don't have a ton of news, but I do have some news. Here's sad news. I have an RIP, but we'll do that last. We'll do that in a minute. Because first, there's a different kind of RIP. RIP to AOL. AOL dial-up, which is, dial-up. Shut down completely across the country on September 30th, which is crazy to think that people were still using.
Yeah, I thought it was already gone.
Yeah, as many as 163,000 people still use dial-up internet. Jeez. So, mostly in the Midwest, where there isn't, where they just haven't laid the, the high-speed internet lines or whatever you need there for that. But yeah, at one point, AOL had 20 million users.
Wow,
which is
we
crazy.
All had it. That's what we had.
What was your AOL screen name? Do you remember?
Oh my God, I don't even remember.
I still use mine for tons of stuff.
What is your AOL?
Mine was Brizilla, but it was spelled with two I's, so it's BRIIZILLA. And I used that that was also my Xbox gamer tag.
Yep.
Which I assume still is, even though I haven't played Xbox Live in years. I would assume they haven't given it away to anybody else.
Nah.
It was also my first Comcast sign-in name back when Comcast was my email provider. It's been that forever. And people would always be like, "Are you Brazilian?" And I'd be like, "No, I like Godzilla. And my name is Brian."
Are you Brazilian? But God.
Yeah, because people thought it was like Brazilla.
Oh my God. Bridezilla. Yeah.
How about you, Bolo? Do you remember yours?
Mine had something to do with Batman. That had to be.
Yes, I actually remember yours.
It was either like Dark Knight.
It was Dark Knight with some numbers, probably, right?
Like 7. It was like some type of variation of my birthday. Like Batman or Dark Knight.
It probably was
721 or.
Yeah. Don't accidentally give away any passwords to your bank.
No.
That's exciting. Mine was basically just I think my initials and a couple of numbers.
Oh man, I'm
You know?
stunned. You wouldn't have had like a Godzilla. Like I'm sorry, it wasn't like David Monster Zero
No,
365 or something like that.
There would, believe it or not, in those days, I wasn't as focused on that stuff as I am.
Yeah.
But I got into like it was basically like 2005 when I started to really pick that up and start. So during the AOL time, I wasn't online that much. Number one,
Yeah.
and number two, yeah, it was something very uninspired. It was just like DED 1965.
Yeah.
It was like really, really uninspired. But you know,
people just don't really like it. You know, if you're under 30, you just really don't even understand what it was like in that day to like sit there and wait for
and that sound. That's that annoying.
You know what? I had
sound.
it and I forgot to upload it for the episode, but I actually
had
it saved.
And then the circle that keeps turning around,
and
and around,
it keeps spinning.
around.
Mm-hmm.
I just wanted to. I'm giving the finger right now because you guys can see.
And just how long it would take to download like a picture. You know what I mean? Or or a 30-second video was like, you know, a minute and a half to 5 to 10 minutes to just download a 30-second video. And like, just, you know, it was such a different, and if you didn't have two phone lines,
you know
what I mean, then your phone lines were tied up. I remember my first I remember my ex-wife back when we were just dating. I would call her house and her brother was always on the internet and her phone would just ring busy. And you know, we didn't have cell phones. So I just remember being like, you know, just it would be like 4 hours would go by where every like 20 minutes I would call. It would just be busy. I'm like, yo, you have to get another line. Tell your parents you need to get another line. This is insane.
Oh man, dating under the AOL time frame.
Like God Almighty.
So what year? What was the period of years that we're talking now? Refresh my memory. Like when was this like?
I mean, I'm trying to think when. I mean, I don't remember.
Was it like early 90s?
Oh no! I mean, this would have been like mid 90s, probably.
Mid 90s.
I remember getting on the internet for the first time. I wish Quinn was here. It was in college. It was our sophomore year of college. This guy Bearded Bill, brought a really super high tech computer to school our second year of college. And we went online and we were like, what in the fuck are you doing, dude? And he's like, I'm going to show you how to get on the internet. And he put the phone in the cradle. Like he took the phone off the hook, off the receiver, and he laid it into this cradle, which then is how the sound that, you know, like transferred through that. Like, well, what should we look up? And I remember we were looking up lyrics to Faith No More songs. Like that's what you know what I mean? Like that's the stuff we were doing on the internet. And then I remember my parents, when they finally got the internet, I was probably 19 or so, and finding Barry's Temple of Godzilla, online, and that was like the most amazing thing. The fact that I could just type Godzilla, and just things would pop up, was like the most amazing thing to me. You know what I mean? Like I can't believe this. You know, so
if this was mid 90s, I was living in New York City and I was working a lot and I was also experiencing New York City. So I really wasn't in that much. Like we had a teeny tiny apartment in the East Village and I was out doing the thing, you know? Yeah. So that's probably explains a lot of it too. And here's something interesting. So you guys are East Coast, New Jersey, New York, Pennsylvania, all that. When you ask somebody if they're in a queue waiting for a movie, here they say they're online. In New Jersey, no, wait, sorry. In New Jersey, they say they're online, and here they say they're in line.
Yeah.
And so online is like it became I'm online, you know.
I'm online, yeah. Yep.
So it's a weird thing. Anyway, I thought it was interesting. Maybe not so much, but
no, that's cool. No,
so online versus inline, and again, it's like you know. Last time John was on Dutch for the rest of you, he was talking about a pizza joint that I recommended that he goes to and went to in New Jersey. And you can go up to the counter and say, I'd like a plain slice. And you come up, you go in California, you ask somebody for a plain slice. They'll be like, what do you mean with like nothing on it?
Yeah, that's insane.
They don't get it. I mean? They don't understand. Yeah. They don't understand what a plain slice is.
Yeah,
you know?
That's
you have to say, I would like a cheese slice, a slice of cheese pizza.
Yeah.
Whatever. Anyway, Sorry.
But yeah, I mean, dude, just god damn, dude, AOL. Like it was just everywhere. You know what I mean? Like You've Got Mail is, like
Yeah.
it's in the it's like permanently in the public conscious. Probably most people don't know where that You've Got Mail even you know what I mean? Where that even comes from.
Yeah.
Yeah, that movie is now like a super dated.
Yeah, that's right. They did a movie.
They did
That's
a whole
right.
movie
They did
about
a whole movie based on You've Got Mail. That's right.
And it was not a very good movie. It was
No.
it was a cheesy chick flick, not a good one.
It was,
was
Tom
this,
Hanks, right?
Yeah, and Meg
Hanks
Ryan.
and
It was
Meg
basically
Ryan.
a budget version of Sleepless in Seattle.
Yeah. But just
Cash
the
grab.
ability to,
Cash
just the
grab.
ability as a nerd to get online and find information about
True.
and find
That's
other
big.
people.
Find other people. That's what it was, and know that, and then you're connected to other people, and it's not just you. Who likes
and when it was, Godzilla nerds connecting with other Godzilla nerds, it was good. You know what I mean? It was good, and that's when the internet was good. When it was like, I love Batman. Let me go talk to some Batman people from all the way on the other side of the country. That was awesome. Right. But then, the inevitable
convention started coming.
The inevitable. I think the Earth is flat. Let me find some other people who also think that. And now, now we are where we are.
Yeah, I'm glad you mentioned that, because that was the beginning of the end, as it were, because they all found each other too.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Just go back to the time when everybody just used the internet to be nerdy as shit. You know what I mean? Like, let's just go back to that.
I probably shouldn't say this, but I will. I think the people who are still using AOL are the ones that you're referring to.
Probably.
I may be completely wrong, but you just lost half of your audience. I'm just kidding. No, you didn't.
I don't think anybody's listening. Can you imagine trying to listen to a podcast on dial-up?
Oh my god!
Take like 6 days.
You gotta have a lot of time on your hands.
Yeah, imagine using all of your internet and spending 6 days to download this fucking podcast for.
Oh man!
All right, we do have a legit RIP though. Ron Friedman, who you probably do not know, but he has written for some TV show that you've watched, I'm sure. He wrote for the Andy Griffith Show. He wrote for Bewitched. He wrote for Gilligan's Island. He wrote for All in the Family, The Odd Couple, Happy Days. That's my mama.
Wow.
Yeah. But pertinent more to Gen Xers and especially for Cartoon Madness, he created the G.I. Joe, A Real American Hero animated series.
Awesome.
He co-wrote G.I. Joe, the movie, the animated movie. He developed Generation 1 of Transformers animated series. He co-wrote or wrote directly 64 episodes of the Transformers, and he also co-wrote the Transformers movie.
Wow.
That he is a Hall of Fame TV writer, probably, if I had to.
Yeah,
that's a pretty impressive resume, I would say.
That's definitely impressive resume.
Yeah,
and the fact that you mentioned G.I. Joe, like, it was funny. I was in my Prime queue, and I came across that, and I was just like, "Oh my god, G.I. Joe!" So I was
the old G.I. Joe show.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna tune into that. I mean,
it's terrible. Prepare yourself.
Yeah, I'm mentally prepared to be like wowed and disappointed at the same time of how terrible it is.
Speaking of being wowed and disappointed. The mighty Quinn is here.
How's it going, gentlemen?
Hey, the mighty Quinn.
How's it going, Quinn? I haven't met you yet.
Hey, how you doing?
Hey, Quinn, meet David. David, meet Quinn.
David, how's it going, man?
It's going good. I'm stoked that we're actually on the same show.
Yeah, it's been a while.
Actually, David, you have to go. Goodbye.
Okay. All right. Whatever.
I'm just playing with you, David.
Okay. All right.
So what did I miss, guys?
We talked a little bit about AOL because AOL finally completely shut down their dial-up. So I was talking about how, remember when Bearded Bill brought his computer and we were looking up Faith No More lyrics?
No.
It was really?
No, I don't remember.
It's been that long. My brain is not processing that. that memory.
Do you mean when some random thing happened 20-some years ago? No,
Yeah,
I don't remember that.
Speaking of random things that happened 20-something years ago, God damn it. We were so we were talking. I don't know what got us talking about this at work, but we were talking about people who talk to their spouses or significant others while they're in the bathroom. Like taking a shit.
No,
And like how crazy that is, right? So then I was like, when I was in college, freshman year, there was like we lived on the same floor as this guy named Bill. We all called him Simple, but his name was Bill. And I was like, and he was like a lunatic about being like, I remember he would come to my room and be like, yo, man, come hang out in the bathroom. I got to take a shit. I just want to talk. And I'm like, no, dude. And people were like, what the fuck? And I'm like,
that's not right. No.
I was like, is that crazy? But then I was like, we all one time went to Red Lobster, all of us.
Oh my God. I remember that.
There were like 8 of us. We all piled in one dude's car because that's all we had.
Yeah.
And we went
at college, finding somebody that had a car was like, earth shattering. You know what I mean? Like you had to take advantage of it if you could find somebody that had a car.
Yeah. And it was
a car that fit 8 people in it.
It did fit 8 people, believe me.
No, it did not.
But it was Dan Callahan's car. And he didn't go with us, but he let us use his car.
From Havertown.
Yeah, from Havertown, PA. And we were so excited about this fucking Red Lobster trip because we had been eating nothing but cafeteria food for, like 4 months or whatever.
And none of us have any money. So like the $20 we scrounged together.
Yeah. I honestly think it was like $30 that I saved for this fucking Red Lobster.
It was like our splurge time. It was like a mini vacation for all of us.
Huge unlimited hush puppies too.
It was a huge deal. I think I got the all-you-can-eat crab leg.
Oh, yeah. Oh, it was one of those.
Yeah.
All-you-can-eat crab legs. Well, that count me in. I jumped in.
So we're eating, shitty college food. So we all pile into this car. We go to Red Lobster. We pig out on Red Lobster.
Yeah.
On the way home, all of us are like, "Oh boy."
Yeah, we didn't think it through.
Sweats, except it was like fish. So we had the fish.
Oh, I don't like where this is going.
Oh, God.
So we all go at the same time. We're all in the bathroom because it was a dorm and it was just one giant bathroom with stalls.
Right.
So we're all in the bathroom, but also in English for our English lit class, we all had to read In Cold Blood.
Yeah, Truman Capote.
And do you remember? Quinn sat on wherever he sat on the toilet, whatever toilet he was on, he sat on the toilet and read out loud from In True Blood to all the rest of us in the bathroom.
Okay, I've never heard anything like that before. And I thought I've heard everything. That's pretty crazy.
Were you guys taking notes?
I don't know, but dude, I distinctly remember you reading In Cold Blood while we were all in the bathroom.
Can you imagine if somebody who wasn't part of your crew came in to take a shit?
Well, they couldn't have because there was no stalls left.
No stalls.
We took up the entire row of stalls.
I would have never thought of that again had you not mentioned it. But
and now,
yes, I remember.
Oh God!
So all 3 of you were in those stalls?
No, Bolo. We didn't know Bolo until years later.
Yeah. Okay, all right, okay, good. Okay, good. So I feel left out. I wasn't in the stalls too.
But I think there were at least 4 or 5 stalls, and we had them all.
Yeah.
So, there were easily. I'm probably 6.
Yeah.
Just so you know, Bolo would have not fit in that car with all those dudes.
No. It was a tight squeeze, dude. It was a hatchback, and I was in the hatchback part with someone else. So it was a tight squeeze. The fucking Bill. I still talk to him on Facebook. He's hysterical, man. His band, Wrath of Typhon.
Right. So you're talking Simple.
Yeah.
I never knew him as Bill. I only know him as Simple.
They opened like 5 or 6 shows in a row for Jeff Tate, who is the former lead singer of Queensryche.
Oh wow.
They were the opening band for his band, which is pretty fucking cool.
That is cool.
Yeah, it's cool as shit. So
I would go see him if they were ever local. I would go see him.
I went and saw him in Philly like 10 years ago. But I mean, dude, honestly, I think they play like York every once in a while. So
hey, we should make a road trip.
Yeah, dude, they're good. I mean, they're
shout out Wrath of Typhon.
They're old school, like old school metal too. They're not like the metal you don't like. You'd probably dig them a little. Yeah. They're good. They're not screamy. You know what I mean? They're like more like rockin' metal.
Brian knows me pretty well. We've gone to a lot of metal shows, and I am disinterested through most of them.
Yeah.
I'm like, I'm just here for the atmosphere.
Oh, look, I'm gonna do another amazing segue. Speaking of disinterested, David, I'm gonna apologize to you now because we're gonna talk a little bit.
Ready for some football?
Oh, God,
yes.
Here I go. Okay. Let me go get a glass of whiskey.
We're missing our Giants fan for this.
I know, poor Dutch.
Oh man.
Poor Dutch. We play the Giants Thursday night.
Thursday night.
So I don't even
This
get a
coming
chance to talk
Thursday.
trash. Yeah, this
Thursday.
week. Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Mhm.
We're gonna take out our loss on them. probably score 100 points.
You can still talk trash in the group chat and then post it.
Yeah, I'm not going to talk any trash because I wouldn't be that shocked if they fucking beat us. So
I would.
Hey, Russell Wilson got an arm.
Russell Wilson's not playing.
Yeah,
Jackson
he's
Dart.
benched.
Yeah, he's done.
He got the rook.
Yeah, come on, where you been? Jackson
Yeah.
Dart started the last 2 games.
Oh, my bad.
Yeah,
He beat the mighty Chargers
yeah, they did. And then they lost
Wow.
yesterday to the terrible Saints.
to the awful Saints.
Go figure.
Yeah.
I didn't have NFL news. NFL to launch a professional flag football league in the next 5 years. Did you guys see that?
Did
No,
not see that.
Yeah.
that's funny because it seems people complain that the NFL's headed for flag football anyway.
I think that's what's going to happen. I think if this takes off, they will slowly phase it into regular football. I wouldn't be surprised. But I also think this
They
could be
better
really
not.
interesting because I have a feeling you're going to see a bunch of retired players playing flag football.
Oh yeah, yeah.
You know what I
maybe.
mean? Which could be pretty cool. Like
Yeah,
if you're
that'd be
Tom
fun.
Brady, are you not going to play flag football? Like really,
Right.
why wouldn't you? You know what I mean? Like he's a fucking lunatic. He'll probably win 15 flag football championships.
Depends what they're paying.
I mean, I just think even if you were just a middle of the road NFL player and are out of the league, like that's perfect for you.
That
You know?
Ocho Cinco would probably be playing with T.O.
TO play, like you know. I mean, I do kind of feel like at some point that's where it's going to end up anyway. But yeah, Quinn, so your team had a bye this week?
Yeah, and tell you what, it was a fantastic football weekend because I had no stress.
I know.
Everybody else in the division lost, and got hurt so bad that they might be done for, several weeks.
The Ravens look like they're just toast.
Yeah, exactly. The Ravens, which were Super Bowl favorites, are they're 1-4, and they play the Rams next week.
Yeah, you're going to win your division. I mean,
By
Bengals are
default.
gonna-
Yeah, I can tell you the Steelers are mediocre at best, but mediocre win you 9 games, and
That's
if
all
they
you're gonna
can
need.
if they can squeeze out another lucky one, they're going to host a playoff game.
Yeah, which is crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then me and Bolo's Eagles lost our first game yesterday.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know, man. Like, I feel like an idiot bitching about my team because they won the goddamn
You
Super
could be.
Bowl
Yeah.
and they're 4-1. But like,
Yeah.
Jesus, it's just they're just so not fun to watch, like at all. Like nothing is fun.
Yeah.
And it's fine because I'm not sitting on my couch angry that it's not fun to watch. Because I'm just like, all right, you know what? Like I've got the Super Bowl win, and I'm like, okay, like I'll scroll Facebook or Reddit or whatever, watch YouTube clips. You know what I mean? And
Oh yeah.
kind of pay attention to the game. But like, oh, God, I don't know. Like I say that now, but like if they're playing bad in November, I'll be a miserable fuck. So we'll see what happens.
Yeah. I seem to have misplaced my violin.
Yeah, I know.
The games have been very interesting. I was in
Move your
Florida.
microphone a little closer to your face, Bo.
Sorry about that. I was in Florida watching
instead of your forehead.
Right. I was trying to make sure that I wasn't breathing, and Quinn was be like, "Bo, what are we doing, bro? I wasn't here heavy breathing."
You'll get it at some point.
Yeah,
Bolo.
it sounds like a snuff film over here. I'm trying to avoid that for Quinn. So
You got the black lung?
yeah, right. I'm watching the game in Florida and I'm prepared for that loss, and we blocked 2 field goals, and I'm just like, we haven't done that in 20 years. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? It's like, what is happening? These things that are happening, getting away with these wins that we should have, definitely lost.
You can't sustain that though, and that's the thing. Like this team could realistically be like
2-2,
2-3.
2-3, probably. Yeah, thank you.
You know what I mean? Like the way they've won their games this year is not a sustainable way to win games, and it's really frustrating. It's the same thing I said in 2023 when they started 10-1 and completely collapsed.
Oh,
Yeah,
man.
my sympathy is limited, gentlemen.
I know, but like I've watched enough football to know like what is winning football and what is not winning football, and the way they're currently playing is not winning football. So, and also is not winning are the Phillies, who are currently
Wait, hang on. I'm sorry. What's the Eagles' record?
4-1.
4-1.
Okay. All right. Anyway, next.
The Phillies are losing 4-0 in Game 2 here to the Dodgers. So that's
Tell you what, Pennsylvania had a tough weekend with Penn State losing to unranked UCLA.
Did you say
Penn State
unranked?
they were ranked number 2 weeks ago when they lost to Oregon in their house. Oregon was ranked number 3, so no big shame, right? They dropped down to number 7.
Yeah.
And then they lost to UCLA, who was 0-4 going into the game, unranked. And now Penn State went from number 2 to unranked in one weekend.
Yeah.
And then the Eagles and Phillies both lost. I was like, Jesus.
Yeah.
So the Phillies. I think the Phillies are. It makes me so angry because I told myself after last year's playoffs when they shit the bed that I was not gonna commit to watching 100 games this year. And goddamn, if I didn't watch probably over 100, and they're fucking.
You should know better by now.
They're fucking shitting the bed again.
Yeah.
It's so goddamn annoying.
The Dodgers are good though, man. There's no shame losing to the Dodgers.
I know, but I mean, dude, they're not even putting up a fight. That's my problem.
Yeah.
Why do fucking baseball play like? Why do the managers dress like the players in baseball? Have you ever like?
You're part of the team.
Like, can you imagine if your football coach just came out and like
in pads
in the jersey?
Depends on the coach, man. If Bill Cowher did it, no one would bat an eye.
Yeah, the guy from Detroit.
Yeah, Dan Campbell, if he did it.
Yeah. The guy from the Rams, he looks like he's playing.
Who's that, McVay?
Yeah.
He's intense.
And then another guy, the Detroit Lions coach.
That's what we were talking about, Dan Campbell.
Thank you. That's a big
He's really jacked. That dude's no joke.
Yeah, but every time I look at him, I'm like, he was a tight end. So like how?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's not like he was a linebacker but oh well.
All right, well, that's football.
And I gotta go home and get ready for some football.
David, I know you're going to want to talk about this one. We're going to talk a little trailers. We got that Frankenstein trailer.
Coming soon to a theater near you.
And then there's a one called The Bride, right?
Yeah, they're doing a
two
Bride
different ones,
and then they're doing I'm talking about the Guillermo del Toro Frankenstein, which comes out in theaters in a few weeks and also hits Netflix like a week after. Looks, dude, I was kind of like, well, I don't know, whatever. That fucking looks great. Did you watch that?
It's a great trailer.
Yeah,
it's a fantastic trailer, and I think if what we get is what we're seeing in the trailer, it's going to be the closest film adaptation to the actual Mary Shelley novel. It looks like it's got all the stuff in there that, I mean, I've read that novel many times, and most of the film renditions are not even remotely close to it. They take a lot of license. There's little bits and pieces from the Mary Shelley novel, but this one looks like it's going to be the closest one we're going to get. And Guillermo del Toro has a great track record of really wowing us with his production values, and the cast looks perfect. I'm not sure of the dude who's playing the actual monster. I don't really know too much about him. I know he was in that HBO show Euphoria, and he did that kind of provocative show Saltburn too. But I don't know a whole lot about him as the monster, but it just looks amazing. Oscar Isaac is great. You know, we all know him from his many projects, but it looks very opulent, very, very, I don't know, very deco, very just like
It was stylish. Just
very super stylish, and I've got really high expectations for it. So I'll definitely be there. It's I think the last time I was on Quinn, we were talking about movie experiences, and the last movie experience was not a very good one because there was two young girls, like adolescent girls, like on their phones talking at like regular volume and taking pictures, and then next to me on the other side there's somebody eating a whole pizza. It's like, you know what I mean? It's like, I don't know, but I think, if we go like a matinee, like on a Tuesday or something, at a certain, like a theater where, that would be fine, because there's certain things that absolutely need to be seen on the big screen, and I think this is definitely a candidate for that.
Yeah,
but I love Frankenstein. I think my favorite Frankenstein so far is probably The Bride of Frankenstein. It's just a brilliant.
Oh yeah, Bride of Frankenstein is awesome.
Just so good. Not anything close to Mary Shelley, although they have that little prologue in the beginning. But it's a classic, spooky season movie, and it's coming out at the perfect time. So I have very high expectations, which has bit me in the ass in the past. So I don't know. I'm going to have to tamper them down because, the last time I had high expectations, I was pretty disappointed. I did not like Robert Eggers' Nosferatu.
I know, it's just shocking because
I did not like it, and I love him. I love everything else he's done. I was like, this thing is so self-indulgent, and it's some horny woman trying to have sex with a corpse through the whole movie. And it didn't, and I like the fact that I'm going off track here, but bear with me. I like the fact that Eggers made him look like a Transylvanian royal person.
Yeah.
And it looks very closer to Bram Stoker's novel, but Nosferatu has a certain look. He looks like Max Schreck. He looks like Count Orlok. He looks like the bald head and the like kind of rat-like and the big claws. It just did nothing for me. And in fairness, I do have to watch it again. It's streaming now, and a second viewing might change my opinion slightly. But I was so disappointed because I love The Witch so much, and I love The House, and I love everything else he's done. So that's why I'm saying that my expectations are high, and I don't want them to be shattered again because it was too much to take.
I like Nosferatu a lot.
You did?
But yeah,
Tell
I
me
did.
why you liked it.
But the number one, I had my problems with it, but my problems weren't with the movie making. I loved the style of it. I thought the acting.
Yes.
The acting in it was tremendous. I liked what he did, just like you're saying. I liked the look of the monster. But one of my main problems with it, I can't really blame the movie for, is they added nothing to the story.
Nothing.
And it's a story I've seen so many times that the whole thing fell kind of flat because there was nothing original in it other than the look. And, a nice view is a nice view, but once you get past 2 hours, all right, let's do something else. You know what I mean? So it was a little, but beyond that, like there were some images in it that I thought were
for sure,
just striking.
And I should have started out with that, because there's the first half of the movie I think is way stronger than the second half.
Yeah,
it totally lost me, and I actually got kind of bored. But I don't know. Are you a fan? Have you seen the 1922 film? Have you seen the remake with Klaus Kinski, the Werner Herzog film? It's better.
I saw the Werner Herzog film when I was a kid. I haven't seen it since. I don't know that I've ever sat and watched the originals.
You should, because maybe you shouldn't, because that was what I was sort of like judging this film on, and I didn't think that. I think it was very self-indulgent, and it was very one theme. It was all about her relationship with Nosferatu. It wasn't. There was no like randomness of Jonathan Harker going to the castle. And it was already predestined. This was already going to happen because they had that connection. So it was almost, they did change the story in that way. And I thought it wasn't as effective as being sort of a random, like, oh, this guy shows up and he looks at the locket and he goes, oh, is this your wife or whatever? She has a beautiful throat. And it's like he falls in, he wants her from that moment, not already this mental connection that I don't know where that came from, but for me, it didn't work. And I know the majority of people love the film. I am usually not in the majority of a lot of things, a lot of my opinions, and Brian can tell you that. But anyway, no, I do need to give it a second watch, and then we'll talk about it again.
Well, this is the month to do it.
Yeah, it is the month to do it, but there's Brian, there's so many things to watch. So I don't want to waste it now because I've already started my spooky season repertoire of films, and we watched a movie yesterday that was fucking amazing, and it came out of nowhere. It's called Bring Her Back.
Oh yeah.
I'll tell you what, if you like scary, disturbing movies, watch this movie. And again, like I had and a lot, I think for me as a moviegoer, when I have zero expectation, it comes out of nowhere and I fucking love it. That's when I have my best movie experiences, because when you go into it with, oh yeah, I think this is going to be really good.
I heard that's good. I heard it's very dark.
It's super dark, and
I heard that it's great. It's very depressing.
And it's very depressing, and it's also very. I don't know if you guys have seen the film Talk to Me.
Yes, Quinn recommended it.
It's in that universe, so it's in that.
Oh, okay.
Universe. So, excuse me, but
that came up on our best movie of the year conversation. Didn't it, or was it Scary Movie? We did talk about that, Brian, on this show.
It a lot, and then me and Brandy watched it. It is that movie was better than it had any business being.
Exactly.
Yeah. And again, it came out of nowhere, and again, it just kind of like shocked me. And before I forget, I don't know if we're going to talk about this later. Stop me if we are. Peacemaker is my favorite thing.
Oh yeah, we'll get into Peacemaker.
Right okay, because you guys recommended that, and we watched it that very night. And
that's right.
I'll save it. Yeah. I'll save it. But
all right, but since you brought up Bring Her Back and you did watch it, how many Van Helsings out of 10 do you give it?
Just because I had to watch a supplemental on YouTube to explain some things that I wasn't really clear on.
Yeah,
I was clear on most of it, but there was a couple of things I'm like, oh, what's going on here? Because I had to watch that, and it did explain everything. I'm going to give it a solid 8.5 Van Helsings.
Nice, that's good.
Yeah,
that might. Yeah. I will. Based on that, now I will add it to my watch list because I was on the fence. I was like, do I want to? I don't know. Like, so all right, I will.
It's good, but be prepared to have not a Hollywood ending, and
that's fine.
Definitely will creep you out, and it will make you think. And I like things that make me think way after the fact. So
cool. All right, Frankenstein, however, does look good. But I'm excited about that. I probably will not go see that in the theater. Seeing as how it's coming out a week later on Netflix, I'll just catch it on Netflix.
I'll tell you what, watching that trailer, I'm like, this looks awesome. And then when it says like a Netflix film, like my excitement level just drops automatically.
Yeah.
When it does that.
But they are releasing it to theaters, which tells me they have some faith in it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, so. I get it, but there was just something about it. I was like, oh, so it's not very good then. You know what I mean? Just like when that comes up, I'm like, oh, that means it's not very good. All right. Yeah. I'll hope for the best, but man.
Yeah.
It's a beautiful trailer. And again,
I'm Guillermo del Toro. I just have faith. Everything that he has passion about, he just knocks out. You know what I mean? Like, like he loves giant monster movies, and Pacific Rim is fucking so fun. You know what I mean? Like, fun. You know what I mean? So like he's a good director. So
I remember watching Pacific Rim with you in the theater, Brian. Yeah. And at one point turning to you and going, "Why is this movie so good?"
Yeah, it's really good. So
did you guys see Cabinet of Curiosities? That
yes, I didn't finish it, but I think I watched about 3/4 of it.
It's an anthology.
It's like a Twilight Zone type.
It's an anthology, and I'd say the majority of them are really
all the ones
really
I watched. I liked. Yeah,
a couple of them are not as strong as the others, but it's fantastic. So he's a great director.
All right, well, you know what? You brought up Peacemaker, so we'll move on to what we're watching.
And now, our feature presentation.
Oh, just real quick though, before we do that, I think we talked about it a couple episodes ago. That Ozzy, maybe it was last episode, Ozzy No Escape from Tomorrow documentary. comes out tomorrow. So yeah, so if you're interested in that, that's that. But yeah, so Peacemaker I have on my list, and I have Alien Earth on my list. I finished Alien Earth. That is completely done. Did any of you guys watch that, finish that, have any
Absolutely.
interest in that?
100%.
I have not.
I have not finished it.
I don't want to be
busy.
spoilery with it.
Are you guys
because-
wanting to watch it? You should.
I do, yeah.
Absolutely should.
All right, Quinn
committed.
does.
I just haven't gotten all the way through.
I don't want to spoil it, so we'll keep it vague. I loved it, but it did not stick the ending. There were things about that show I thought were fucking incredible. But I really thought the last episode was I don't know. It just didn't, for me, it didn't stick the landing. I love some of the stuff they did. The episode that all took place on the ship in a flashback was
my strongest.
basically
episode.
it was basically like an hour-long alien movie.
That was my strongest.
Really good. Yeah, that was really, really good. I think I mentioned before the adults playing kids all do a really good job. The guy who plays Smee is fantastic.
Yeah, I agree.
But yeah, I don't know. I mean, I just, for a show called with Alien in the title, it really is only tangentially tied into the Alien. I mean, it takes place in the Alien universe, but there's not a lot of Alien in it. So, I mean, for the season, if I was going to rate the season, I'd probably give it like a 6.5.
Ooh, that's kind of low, Brian.
Yeah. There were things I loved, but I just, like I said, the ending just left a kind of bad taste in my mouth. And the fact that we're probably not going to get another season for like 3 years doesn't help. So, because that's how these shows are now. But maybe a 7, 6.5, 7. I'll be nice and give it a 7.
I haven't watched it, but the fact that you say that it's only tangentially related to the Alien universe, I like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
I like them to expand that thing. Like one of the problems I have with like the Terminator reboots over and over and over is because it's so you don't get to see any more of that world than what we already showed you. Like this is what it is, and that's it. Well, I've seen that already over and over and over. So there's no interest. So if they expanded the Alien where there's more going on, I think that makes, when the aliens come in, that makes it more.
So Quinn, I disagree with Brian on the last episode. I think you're going to agree with me from what you just said.
Mm-hmm.
I think the alien throughout the series is used sparingly, but it's not like never there. Like the presence is always there. And I am a sucker for practical effects. This was a man in a suit.
Oh, I love practical effects.
This was a man in a suit.
Oh, I have no problem with the effects in this show. The effects in this show are awesome.
But I'm just throwing that in there. But the last episode for me, if it were indeed the very last episode of the whole series, I would kind of more agree with Brian. But I think it's setting up for what's coming. And I thought that it went places that it introduced a myriad of different creatures, which hopefully you've seen some of them already. But and it like you said very eloquently, it's not like that one episode that Brian said in the ship is it definitely like a nod and a flashback and a sort of a what's the word I'm looking for? It's a reflection of the first film.
Mm-hmm.
But all of the rest of them are not that. So you get one episode that's going to satisfy that portion of you that loves the first Alien film. And I'm the guy who if you would throw away every other Alien movie except for the first one, I would not be mad, because that first one, it's so good and it's so impactful and it's so groundbreaking, and it's nearly a perfect film for me. And it's basically a haunted house in outer space.
Yeah.
And the acting, and I watched so many supplementals on YouTube about deep dives into it, and it's so, there's so many themes in there that aren't even like talked about, and it's just so good. And Aliens is super fun and it's great, don't get me wrong, but there's no comparison. If you were to say which one do you want to watch over and over again, it's got to be
I didn't appreciate the first one until much later in life, because
really?
I saw Aliens, as we all did, as kids. I had never seen the first one when I saw.
See, I'm a bit older than you. My mother
Yeah.
took me to see the first one in the movie, so I had to go
See,
see it with my mother.
that's the difference. But that was
Yeah.
like the age of action movies when we were a kid, and Aliens might have been the best of them at the time. So
Yeah.
it was very hard for me, for teenage me, on that high from Aliens, to go back and watch the slow
Fair enough.
burn. You know what I
Fair
mean?
enough.
That
I
is
do
the
know
other.
exactly what you mean.
So really, I didn't care for it as a kid, and I never spent the time on it. It wasn't until much later, like in my mid to late 30s, that I actually sat down and watched it as it was intended, and I have appreciation for it. I don't know that I say I like it more, because by that point, Aliens is beloved. You know what I mean? It's part of all our childhood.
Yeah.
But yeah, I was able to at least appreciate it. So, and did we talk about the Alien Romulus on this podcast? Because I enjoyed the shit out of that too. I mean, I had some problems with it, but I.
Oh, you didn't see it? You didn't see it, Bolo?
Yeah, I plan to.
Oh, it's real good.
Yeah, it's really good.
Well, better than it had any business being, because I thought it was just another in these, just like the Terminator. Hey, we're just going to roll this franchise out again.
Yeah.
So I was very pleasantly surprised with that one.
Without a spoiler, I liked it up until the ending. I did not like the ending. Did not.
I can see that.
Didn't need that. That wasn't necessary to me, because it was great up until then, and it just. I saw what they were kind of trying to do, but it was. I'm not going to say anything more because Bolo needs to see it. It's up there. It's in the top. I think top echelon of Alien films, in my opinion. But I really liked Alien Earth.
What do you give it out of 10?
Yeah. Oh, me? I'm going to give it an 8.5. Another 8.5.
Nice. All right.
Nice.
And I'm not usually that generous either. I'm not everything is 8.5. Believe me.
I don't want to get super deep into Peacemaker because the last episode is Thursday. Bolo and Quinn, I don't think you're remotely caught up yet.
I just watched the first one.
Yeah, exactly. So
I'm in episode 2, and I think.
Okay.
I think.
All right, we'll hold off then. We'll hold off on that.
We'll get into Peacemaker more next episode. But David, you do like it.
I
it's
not
good,
only
right?
like it.
It's good, right?
I can't believe I like it as much as I do.
It's good.
I think it's funny. It's fucking hysterical. I pee my pants laughing.
Yeah, it's
clever. It doesn't take itself too seriously, right?
Yeah.
And it's got you guys will find out. It's got a lot of heart in it too.
Yeah, dude, John Cena
like a
is
lot
legit.
of heart.
Yeah,
and I'm not as you probably surmise, I'm not huge on the sports thing, and I'm not a never watch wrestling that much, except for War of the Gargantuas, and Ultraman. But I think I never thought much of John Cena.
He's good.
Dude, my opinion has completely changed.
Yeah.
That guy can act.
Yeah, he's good.
He's good.
Yeah.
And I'm always partial to tongue-in-cheek, campy, don't take themselves too seriously, laugh at themselves, and we're all in on the joke together, instead of being like forced funny that's not that funny and then take itself too seriously. So it's very fresh. I like the world building. And that I can't say much more because it'll give more away. But when you guys said you got to watch Peacemaker, I'm like, yeah, the first season was pretty good. This next season, I think it takes it to the next level. Right? I think so. This one gets a 9.
Yeah.
Do we
I will say
9.
Wow. I'm gonna say
9.
I feel like they're really stretching the content this season though. I know they're doing 8 episodes. I feel like they should have just done 6 because some of these episodes are really short. Like the last episode was 34 minutes, and that's including
it went like that.
The credit, you know what I mean? Like, so just give me 45-minute, hour-long episodes. I don't need 10 episodes or 8. I just want longer.
They could have cut a good 10 minutes from the orgy scene in the first episode.
Yeah, probably. Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
And usually when I watch these series, on streaming, usually I fast forward for the opening credits.
Yeah.
I never do on Peacemaker.
Yeah, the opening credits are solid.
So hard. I love it.
Yeah, they're good.
But yeah, I dig it. And thank you guys, because if it wasn't for you guys on the show, it probably would have been watched at some point, but it made it up to the top of the queue
Nice.
Yeah,
much
it's really
quicker upon your recommendation. So, and my husband Keith, he absolutely loves it. Like he loves it more than I do. So
That's
It's-
awesome.
it's
loves it. So,
That is awesome. Yeah.
All right.
The
Go
one
ahead,
we seen,
Paula.
I was just like, I felt like Quentin. I was just like, this is a bit much.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I remember the last time we talked about it, you were talking about watching it with your grandson.
oh, that's right. That's right.
Yo, and I was just like, after rewatching season 1, I was just like, he can't watch this.
No.
Well, I don't know if you remember, but I had turned off season 1 fairly early. Just not because I thought it was a bad show. It just felt skeevy to me. But like he was, and I forget the scenario, but he's in the apartment with I don't know if she was a hooker or what, but she tried to kill him.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's the first episode.
Is it the
right.
first
Yeah,
episode?
In the
And I'm
hotel,
like,
yeah,
right.
whatever.
But I'm like, all right, so that's what this show is. And just didn't really care much after that. So just like David's saying, on your guys' recommendation and the Superman movie coming out where there's more coherence to the universe.
Yeah.
A lot.
So, I thought I'd give it a shot. And the first episode is really, really funny. But that scene, fortunately, like I went and made tea before that scene happened. And when I came back, it was almost, you could tell it was almost over. But I was like, that's a lot. That's a lot for it.
How long
For
it takes for it to boil?
For
It
a
is.
DC,
It is a lot.
for a DC show tied to the new Superman movie. That's a lot.
It is a lot, but you watch a
That's
show
a
like
lot.
The Boys, and that's really a lot too. So it's like,
Well, I turned that one off for the same reason.
okay, well, yeah, The Boys is tough to watch sometimes because that one just leaves nothing to the imagination.
Yeah.
Like,
No, I turned that one off where the shape-changing fat guy was riding the other guy. I was like, okay, I'm
Okay.
out.
All done.
Remember they were like tricking that politician into something.
Oh,
It's
the
like
politician. Yes, yeah.
like the first episode, and I was just
The
like,
Boys-
okay.
Wasn't there one
the
where
boys got
a
me
guy
all set
shrunk
up for
down
this
to go
one.
into another guy's
Yeah.
penis? Didn't that happen?
Oh yeah,
What
they
was
did,
that?
yeah. And then he
A
gets
guy
big
shrunk
when he's
down
in
like
there.
ant
Yeah,
size and then
yes,
and then went into another guy's penis.
yes.
And then he sneezed.
And then he
Oh right, that's
Oh,
what he
no.
was teased.
and he
Yeah,
grew
it was-
back. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then it was all.
Yeah.
It was the
All
same.
right, let's go back in the day. We're going to do some Cartoon Madness. Before we do Cartoon Madness, though, this is a super important Gen X back in the day anniversary, which is actually coming up October 18th. I probably want to touch more on it next episode. But the Nintendo Entertainment System released
Oh wow.
in the States October 18th, 1985, in New York and some other test markets around the country. And then it had a full nationwide launch September 27th, 1986. So I do want to touch on that a little bit next episode, but next episode, in case I forget, which is definitely a thing that happens. So yeah, Cartoon Madness. We ranked 32 cartoons. We seeded them properly, and we're gonna figure out which one's the best of the class this year. Remember that? Anybody? Just me?
It's been a while.
So yeah, best cartoons. So we got 4 number 1 seeds going up against 4 number 8 seeds. I feel like these are all. There will probably be very few surprises here. Although David, you're a fan of older cartoons than probably the rest of us.
Yeah, I
You
don't
may be
know.
the dissenting voice on a few of these.
I'm the perfect one to be like the end all voice for these 80s ones because
For the underdog.
my time was like late 60s, early 70s. That was my TV like cartoon watching. Marine Boy, the original Scooby Doo, Where Are You?
Yeah.
Josie and the Pussycats.
Yep.
What else?
Well, the rules.
Gigantor, Astro Boy,
Oh,
all
Gigantor.
that stuff. Kimba the White
Yeah.
Lion.
The rules for these was that it had to come from the 70s or 80s. It
Yeah.
couldn't have been
Okay.
something from before that.
These they can do, yeah.
Yeah. So, and then on the first, the 1 versus 8s, I let Facebook vote, so they all got a vote as well. So they get one vote for each of their things. So the first round in the first bracket at number 1 versus number 8, we have big Facebook picked Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, big surprise, versus number 8 Speed Buggy. Obviously, I'm gonna go with Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. I did like Speed Buggy back in the day.
I did watch and love Speed Buggy.
Yeah.
Me too.
Yeah.
I watched Speed Buggy. It was basically Scooby Doo, except Scooby Doo was now the car.
Was now a car that everybody piled into. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
So how are we gonna do this? Everybody just votes.
Yeah. Everybody just gets a vote. Yeah.
All right. So I'm gonna do Speed Buggy because I was not really into Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. I was too old.
Yeah.
I wasn't
Yeah.
watching cartoons then.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
I'm a Speed Buggy.
Yep. Bolo, how about you?
I'm going to go with also Speed Buggy as well.
Bolo.
Oh,
Who do
yeah.
you, Quinn, I'm
And here's
assuming
the-
you're going
and here's the
TMNT.
I'm a yeah. Let's do Turtles.
All right.
That was-
So what does
Split
that mean?
decision. What do we need? Dutch on that?
No, because Facebook voted, so it's 3-2.
Oh, okay.
TMNT over Speed Buggy.
Surprisingly strong showing for
Surprisingly
Speed
strong
Buggy.
showing by Speed Buggy, however. The other number 1 seed, I did see this is going to be the same type of thing because you have a classic Hanna-Barbera versus something newer, but I'd be shocked if anybody other than David voted for the for the number 1 seed. The number 1 seed is G.I. Joe, which Facebook already voted for. And then the number 8 seed is sadly Grape Ape, which is also Scooby-Doo like, except with a giant monkey.
Yeah.
Hanna-Barbera found a formula and they just kept it up.
And it worked. I mean, every season there was something else.
Yeah, they were like some teenagers with an anthropomorphic animal or vehicle.
Jabberjaw.
Solve mysteries.
Jabberjaw?
Yeah.
Or a
Oh,
genie.
my God.
Oh, I
Oh,
Dream
my
of
God.
Genie, and what was the other one? Ghost Chasers or something.
Yeah.
All these other ones. I'm gonna go with the Grape Ape because now listen, I'll tell you why. My G.I. Joe experience was I had the action figures with the Kung Fu grip and the real hair and the scar.
Yeah, oh yeah, the
And
real
I
G.I. Joes.
remember one Christmas I got The Secret of the Mummy's Tomb, and you got a mummy case with a real mummy inside, and you had the exploring vehicle, whatever it was called, the all-terrain vehicle, and it had a crane on it.
Yeah.
And I would bury the mummy in the backyard, and I'd have G.I. Joe come and try to find it like an archaeological dig. So that's my experience with G.I. Joe.
That's awesome.
And but
what was your experience with Grape Ape?
I just watched it. That's it. I just watched it. And I honestly, guys, I don't think I've ever watched one episode of G.I. Joe cartoon.
That's not surprising.
Oh, that's insulting.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Quinn, I already know you're going with G.I. Joe.
Dude, I loved G.I. Joe so much. I had the comics. I had the toys. I loved the tank driver. If you bought the tank, the tank driver was named Steeler, and he was from Pittsburgh. So come on, what am I not gonna?
Yeah.
Well, G.I. Joe, let's go.
Yeah. Bolo, I'm also going with G.I. Joe. How about you, Bolo?
Oh, this is painful. Like, and look, I'm in the camp of David. And don't get me wrong, like Grape Ape was my jam. All right, and work with me.
No pun intended. Great.
Yeah.
Bolo, if you don't go as Grape Ape for Halloween at one point, come on.
But I also, like David, had the G.I. Joe figures, the real hair, the
big
Kung Fu
ones.
grip. Yeah, and
12-inch.
I had those figures, man. It's near and dear to my heart. So it's like this is a legit tie for me because I loved Grape Ape, but also as an action figure kid, I had G.I. Joe. And
And you love martial arts and Snake Eyes and Storm.
Snake Eyes,
Come
all
on.
that stuff.
Come on.
It's just like it's
Kung Fu grip, baby.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's in my wheelhouse, and how can you not like Grape Ape, man?
Everybody loves Grape Ape, but come on.
Yeah. G.I. If I got to put it ahead, it's G.I. Joe.
Ryan, what was the karate G.I. Joe guy that didn't have a shirt and he just had karate pants on?
Oh,
that was Action Jackson, wasn't it?
No, it was
yeah,
high. It was high something.
Yeah, I remember.
Was it a G.I. Joe
I
character?
remember that guy. Yeah, it was a G.I. Joe. It was a.
He had like a funny name. It was like Quick Kick or something.
Oh, Quick Kick might have been his
What?
name. Yeah, it might
All
have
right.
been.
I was trying to think of it.
All right, and then in the top right bracket, number 1 seed, we have number 1 seed Transformers versus number 8 seed Pac-Man.
Oh,
I can't even. I mean, Facebook went with Transformers. You know, I'm going with Transformers.
Yeah, go ahead.
I'm gonna let you guys choose which one I should go for because I don't really have any connection to either one of them. So
It's fine. You can defer. You can.
sorry about it. I'm gonna
pass,
defer this one because I played Pac-Man at the Boardwalk in Seaside Heights.
Oh,
when I was a
everybody
kid,
played Pac.
but I never watched it. I can't say that I ever watched an episode, and I can't say that I ever watched an episode of Transformers either.
I think a deferral is the best Pac-Man is going to get.
Yeah, I don't think Pac-Man has a shot.
Yeah. Although I did watch and like that cartoon.
I did too. Yeah. I liked it too. You got a whole Pac family and a Pac dog and a Pac cat and Pac.
Okay, that's probably why I didn't watch it.
Yeah.
Could not get behind it. I was.
But I bet you were behind some Transformers.
Oh yes, I was.
Yeah. That's what I thought. All right, and then the final number 1 versus number 8. We have number 1 seed DuckTales versus number 8 seed Hong Kong Phooey.
Oh
man, Hong Kong Phooey.
Hong Kong Phooey all the way. DuckTales. No, man.
I gotta go DuckTales, and Facebook also went DuckTales, so that means it's 2-2, which means
Phooey.
Quinn, you're the tiebreaker for DuckTales.
You're going to leave it up to me,
versus Hong
who
Kong
has never seen DuckTales?
And if Hong Kong Phooey
and
beats
who
DuckTales,
loves Hong Kong Phooey?
Smash this beer can over my head.
Number 1 super guy.
Having never seen DuckTales.
Scatman Crothers voiced
Scatman
Hong
Crothers
Kong Phooey, and that in itself is worth the price of admission right there.
Is this going to be the Gonzaga of our bracket?
I'm going to break the hearts of Facebook and say Hong Kong Phooey.
That's unbelievable.
Yes.
Hey, Brian, I thought I would be completely alone on my own island, but I
love that happened. No, I love it. That's fucking
But
awesome.
listen, I completely understand, though, that the people that watch DuckTales freaking love DuckTales. Like, they love it. Like, they're fanatics.
I loved it. All right, so then
I could not
we'll
DuckTales.
go right to this then. This would be the next matchup. This will be Hong Kong Phooey versus who wins this matchup. And this matchup is number 3, Spider-Man and his amazing friends versus number 5, this says no prayer, Gummy Bears.
Come on, son.
Do I even need to ask?
No.
All right, so it's going to be Spider-Man versus Hong Kong Phooey, but we're not there yet.
Wait a minute, Brian. Can I point of whatever
order?
Oh,
point
go ahead. Yeah.
My Spider-Man was not that Spider-Man. My Spider-Man was the Ralph Bakshi
with
animated Spider-Man
the original lyrics. Yeah, but that's the 60s. Yeah.
But that was the 60s. Yeah, that didn't make the cut.
But I can't get behind this other bland Spider-Man that didn't have psychedelic LSD tripping stuff in the background. So,
I messed up, however. I said that DuckTales was the number 1 seed for Hong Kong Phooey, number 8 seed. It's not. That was not correct. It's fine, though. We'll keep that. It was actually the number 1 seed in this bracket is He-Man and Masters of the Universe.
Oh.
It's versus Jackson 5.
Oh.
Facebook picked He-Man.
Come on. What do you think I'm going to pick?
I'm also picking He-Man.
Jackson 5. Come on.
Bolo, who you picking? He-Man or Jackson 5?
I'm going with Jackson 5.
They had a snake. They had a pet snake.
I know he had a
pet
snake. Quinn, I'm assuming you're going to pick He-Man and not be a
That's the Masters of the Universe to you.
Yeah, baby. All right.
I did watch Masters of the Universe. I watched a couple episodes of that. And I enjoyed it. That was
all right. Our next number 2 is Thundercats at number 2 versus Godzilla, the Hanna-Barbera Godzilla at number 1. I love me some Godzilla. God damn, I love the Thundercats, so I'm going with Thundercats on that one all day long. Thundercats is fucking incredible cartoon.
Yeah. I probably think I'm going to go with Godzilla, but I'm also going to go with Thundercats. I do not like that Hanna-Barbera Godzilla.
No, it's terrible.
Terrible. So Thundercats, yo.
Thundercats
what's their thing? Thundercats ho?
Yeah. Ho.
Thundercats ho. Who are you calling a hoe?
Kitara was part of my sexual awakening.
I like Mumra. Mumra was a creepy ass villain.
Oh hell yeah, dude! Mumra was awesome.
Mumra was awesome.
Mumra's transformation is legit epic.
It's
amazing.
So good, and every episode they were like, everybody knows what he does when he transforms. But you know what? We're going to show this in its entirety, every single episode, because it's.
And
so
that was a Japanese-made cartoon, correct?
Oh yeah. I don't know. I feel like it was an American-made, but they took their cues from.
I don't know.
It's very Japanese.
Very anime-esque.
Yeah. So I liked
But
it.
whoever made that Mum-Ra sequence, every episode somebody was like, "Let's just do the thing that Charlie made because it's awesome."
Yeah, because
You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly.
And I was okay with that.
Yeah.
I was
Fantastic.
into that. Yeah.
Bolo, what are you going? I know you're going with Thundercats. Come on.
I wanted the Eye of Thundera sword and that shield claw in the worst way.
Yeah.
And I can hear Quinn as my voice of reason saying, "Chris Jones,
Yeah, what are you gonna do with it?
what are you gonna do with
Buy
that?
that claw.
Are you going to go to Wilmington and fight crime with that sword and that shield guard on your wrist? You're not going to stop bullets, Chris Jones."
No.
You're going to go to Camden.
Quinn, I assume you're going with Thundercats as well.
Oh hell yeah!
All right.
If there was
So
a replica,
that
and I
ties
was
up
at a
that number
convention,
2 seed versus number.
Hey,
Who would
wait a
stop
minute.
me?
We all agreed on one.
Yeah, we did.
Right.
We also all agreed on Spider-Man too. Nobody picked the gummy bears.
Yeah.
Now, see, here's another one I love, but I could see other people going the other way because both these are solid. But number 2 versus number 7 in this bracket, we have the real Ghostbusters, which I fucking love, versus Dino Mutt and Blue Falcon.
oh,
First of all, which one is 2 and which one's 7?
7 is Dino Mutt, and 2 is the real Ghostbusters. Dino Mutt was, if you don't remember, youth listening, he was like an Inspector Gadget dog who was teamed up with Blue Falcon, who was kind of like Batman, basically. Yeah. So, and it was cool. I love Dino Mutt and Blue Falcon, but I'm going with the real Ghostbusters. So I loved the real Ghostbusters.
Since I never watched the real Ghostbusters, I'm going to go with Dynamite because I did watch it.
All right. How about Quinn?
Just for that reason.
Since I despise the real Ghostbusters out of solidarity with the movie, I'm going to also go with Blue Falcon and Dynamite.
Bolo, who are you going with?
being a Batman fan, and that was the closest thing I can get to a Batman cartoon when Batman was not on yet.
Yeah.
Or has come and gone at that point. Blue Falcon was my replacement for Batman.
Dynamite beats the real Ghost. Wow, that is 2 number 2 seeds upset by number 7 seeds. That's crazy.
Yeah.
See, I even think that seeding was wrong.
You think?
Yeah. Yeah, but I mean, I don't think that was a tough call. I freaking hated the real Ghostbusters.
I never watched it.
I got angry when it was on.
I think, I think the next one is I'm going to be the only one who votes for the number 2. So I think it's another upset.
So the seating is probably wrong.
Well, no, we all picked the number 1s and 2s. I just did random generators for the rest.
Okay.
But number 2 versus number 7. Number 2 is the Smurfs, and number 7 is Captain Caveman.
Oh,
and I'm going with the Smurfs because I fucking loved the Smurfs as a kid.
Oh my god! All right, so I've got a definite aversion to Smurfs because my first job ever, my first paying job, I worked in the Ocean County Mall in Toms River, New Jersey, and a card store called Cartorama 2. Cartorama 2.
Not part 1.
Second one. And they had all of these stupid PVC Smurfs that were so popular, and I had to restock them and put them in the right spots.
Now I see them at toy shows.
Just for that reason, I'm going to go with, and I did like Captain Caveman and the Teen Angels.
Yeah, Captain Caveman was cool. Yeah.
So I hate me some Smurfs.
All right. Bolo?
Captain Caveman, bro.
Dude, I loved Captain Caveman, but I'm also going to go with the Smurfs. I just think they were undeniable.
So now we have a problem.
Yeah. I remember I had a lot of those little miniatures for no reason whatsoever.
What I'm talking about. Yeah. And they were so popular, and people would come in and ask for them. Do you have constipated Smurf? I'm like, no, I don't have that one. Sorry.
I had Gnap. Remember Gnap?
Oh,
I had him.
Was awesome when they bit each other's asses. Yeah.
And then they had the cat and the wizard.
Yeah.
No.
All right, I'm gonna have to go to. Hang on, I got to look at my social media results to see who the fucking tie. I want to say.
Oh right, Facebook is the tiebreaker.
No.
The Smurfs got that win, so that Smurfs squeak by.
That's a bad matchup for Captain Caveman. I love that show.
Captain Caveman was good. Yeah,
it was fine.
It was one joke that was always funny.
Yeah,
Again, something
Oh,
cool
man.
that they just kept doing over and over
Yeah,
and over.
exactly.
And that was the show. So
The Smurfs have some interesting. Do you remember the episode where Papa Smurf went away and the Smurfs had a civil war amongst themselves? Do you remember that one?
Vaguely, yeah. I remember Hefty and Handy always fighting over Smurfette,
Yeah.
which is a weird brains versus brawn type.
Yeah.
I mean,
study.
Smurfette must have been a real, you know what, if she was the only girl in the whole village, right?
She was awfully Smurfy.
I don't
Well, let's not cast aspersions on Smurfette. We don't know.
You don't know. We don't know how Smurfs reproduce. All right.
That's true.
I don't know, man.
For all we know, Smurfs are asexual beings.
Yeah.
That's why they're blue.
Was there ever a gay Smurf?
I think statistically, probably.
Probably. Yeah.
I think it was implied in the cartoon.
Implied.
Yeah.
Okay.
Implied.
And the fact that was only one girl. I'm gonna go and say yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say yeah. Statistically, there's probably exactly.
The fact that they weren't killing each other over the one girl Smurf.
I think that says a lot. Yeah.
There's something else going on in that village, right?
Probably yes. They were doing.
Oh, you did mention a civil war. What was that over?
Yeah, I don't remember what that was. All right, now we got a number 3 versus a number 5, and we got the number 3. Fuck, this is a terrible matchup too. Inspector Gadget versus number 5, Mask.
Oh.
Mask was the show where the people.
It was a combination of G.I. Joe and Transformers.
G.I. Joe and Transformers. The cars transformed into other cars.
Oh, it wasn't the Jim Carrey.
No. And they all had masks that gave them special abilities that they would wear. And then Inspector Gadget is obviously Inspector Gadget. So, shit, man. I don't know. David, what do you think?
I mean, considering I didn't know what Mask was, I have to go with Inspector Gadget just by default.
Bolo, how about you?
I happen to like both, but it's going to have to be Mask for me.
Quinn?
I'm picking Mask also. I never liked the animation in Inspector Gadget. And I was on the weird cusp of being too old for Mask, but I still liked it. But I was definitely too old for Inspector Gadget.
I loved Mask. I liked Inspector Gadget, but Inspector Gadget used to frustrate me because it did that cliched thing that the kid and the animal were smarter than the protagonist of the show.
Yeah. Well, wasn't it like a Get Smart parody?
Yeah, kind of. Yeah.
Yeah.
And, Frank Welker, Megatron as Dr. Claw.
Even Don Adams, who played Get Smart, Maxwell Smart, was
the voice.
Was he the voice?
Yeah.
It was clearly a nod to Get Smart for sure.
However, having all settled that, I'm going with Mask, which moves Mask to the next round.
I don't think Mask is going to last very long in this tournament, but I did like it back in the day.
I have no idea what it is. I couldn't even.
It was like most of those cartoons of that era. It was a ploy to sell toys.
This one's a tough one. Actually, a very tough one. Number 3 versus number 5 in this bracket. We have number 3, Fat Albert, and number 5, Josie and the Pussycats.
Oh, this is a tough one. I hate this one.
Yeah, this one's hard.
Those both were my jams.
Yeah.
I loved Fat Albert and I loved Josie and the Pussycats.
Yeah.
Oh, all right. Come back to me. I got a toy.
I'm going to go with Josie and the Pussycats because was her name Melanie? The blonde?
Melody.
She was also part of my sexual awareness. We're doing Josie and the Pussycats.
Melody.
Also, who was the bad brunette? Because she was
Alexandra. I always
Sebastian was the cat,
identified with her because she always tried to like put a kibosh on everything we were doing.
Yeah.
All right, I as much as I love Fat Albert, I'm gonna have to go with Josie because Josie also had a sequel, another series called Pussycats in Outer Space, which I fucking love.
Yeah, I remember that.
So just because of that, it gives it a little slight edge over the Cosby Kids. But I still use a line from the Cosby Kids from Fat Albert. It's like somebody does something that I think is kind of lame. I'll say, you know what? You're like school on Sunday. Like, why you call me school on Sunday? Because you got no class.
Yeah. And now, like, you like school on Thanksgiving. No class. Turkey.
Oh.
Yep.
So sorry, Fat Albert and the Cosby Kids. I got to go with Josie because, and plus, the writing's on the wall, me being, on the other team. Gotta love Josie and the Pussycats, right?
How about you, Bolo?
Love to support you, Dave.
Okay, thank you.
Who you going
All
with,
day,
Bolo?
baby. All day, baby.
Other than Team David, who you going with?
I am a Fat Albert's kid.
All right.
You
Quinn,
know
who you
what I
going
mean?
with?
This is a bullshit one because that's a
I
tough
know,
one.
it's hard.
This is the only one that I'm like, they're
I
neck and neck.
I watched and loved them both. You know what I mean? But if I have to throw a hat in the ring, it's going to be the Fat Albert stuff because being a fan of Bill Cosby before all that craziness.
Before we knew who he really was.
Yeah.
Before what stuff?
Yeah, well,
Something happened?
Before the hypocrisy.
Yeah.
I got to go with Fat Albert. I love that show from growing up.
Oh my
You're gonna
God.
make me pull
I have the theme song in my head right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dun.
You're gonna make me pull my notes. Hang on. I gotta look up who fucking
And
won
if
the
you're
goddamn
not,
thing.
and if you're not careful, you might learn something before it's through.
That's right.
That's right.
Yeah.
And Fat Albert actually wins this.
Yeah. What'd you go with, Ryan? You went to Josie and
I
the
went with
Pussycats?
Josie and the Pussycats.
I'm not mad because either one, I win either
Yeah.
way because those are the
Yeah.
two that I actually like. There's very few that I'm on this list because it's mostly 80s that I'm
Yeah.
very invested in, and these two are whichever one won. I'm not mad at.
Tell you what, just on a theme song level, which one wins? Because they're both bangers.
Oh,
They're both
Oh,
bangers.
They're both
Pussycats
really
Outer
good.
Space.
Josie and the
Oh.
Pussycats theme song's banging
It's
though.
badass.
Yeah, that like it, and it's funky. Josie and the Pussycats is funky ahead of its time.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean? It has like that groove and that vibe.
Oh yeah,
You
hell
know what I mean? And it almost has a semi-rap flavor towards
A little bit, yeah.
Yeah, towards the end or the mid portion of the song.
Neat,
My-
sweet,
Yeah, neat, sweet.
I know it.
Yeah.
Neat, sweet, a groovy song. You're
Yeah, that's it.
Yep.
And then the outer space one, it's like bleep bleep is a kooky guy. Take the chase. Pussycats in outer space. Yeah. Right?
Yeah.
Oh man,
Yes,
no. That
yes.
theme song. Sorry.
Oh,
Sorry,
man.
Bill.
All right, we got a
Yeah.
number 3 and a number 5 on this bracket. This one, I think I knew who's gonna win, but it's gonna be another one that's like fuck. And it's number 3, Super Friends.
Huh?
And this encompasses all the different because there were like 4 different Super
Yeah.
Friends.
I like the one with the
Super
Legion of
Friends.
Doom. That was the one I liked.
Yeah, this encompasses
Yeah.
all those.
Nice.
Versus number 5, Thundar the Barbarian.
Oh
God, man.
Thundar.
Jesus, dude.
I'll go first. I love Thundar the Barbarian, but I got to give it to Super Friends. Because Super Friends was what I wanted to see. I wish it was like 24 hours of that cartoon.
Yeah.
But man, I waited on Saturday for Thundar. I love them. They advertised Thundar in all the comics.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah.
But
Bolo, I
with
mean,
his Chewbacca friend, it was like
Oh,
Conan
fucking
and
awesome.
He-Man and Chewbacca and
Star Wars. Yeah, it was all
Yeah,
of the
exactly.
above.
Star
everything.
Wars, He-Man, yeah, it was
A
awesome.
caveman with a lightsaber.
yeah.
Bro.
Yeah, it's great. But yeah, I got to give it to Super Friends.
Yeah, and
Dude.
trust me when I say I love Thundar the Barbarian. I love, but like the costume heroes, the Super Friends, that was completely my thing. You know what I mean? It's
Yeah.
Super Legion
oh,
of
God.
Doom coming out of the swamp. Come on.
Yeah, hell yeah.
That
That's
is
pretty cool.
how
This
cool
is
is
a
that?
tough one, man.
Yeah.
How
Because
cool
As
is
much as
that?
I love Thundar, I got to go with Super Friends. Man, I
Yeah.
love that.
All right.
Just the
You
little
know what?
sound effect in between scenes where the stars would cross and everything and whatever
Yeah.
sound effect that was.
I
yeah.
didn't like the Wonder Trend twins. I didn't like that one. They didn't do it for me.
That's it.
Thank you. Thank you.
But I gotta say, I was getting kind of old for cartoons when Thundar came out. But I went back to watch it because, just like you guys said, it was Conan the Barbarian, which I love.
Yeah.
It was
Yeah.
Star Wars. He had a sun sword.
Yeah.
Yep.
And it was magic and witchcraft. And the stories were actually kind of compelling. And I love that they went back to New York and one of the sorcerers made the Statue of Liberty come and attack them.
Awesome.
Wow.
The innovation of that dystopian, that's the first time that's like you see a dystopian story like for children's TV.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But having said all that, I the Legion of Doom, and when they would do like fisticuffs with the Justice League, man, it's a tie for me. I don't know. I might have
Well,
to go
tell you-
with I don't know.
Tell me
man.
the end of Endgame didn't remind you of the Challenge of the Super Friends.
It
Come on.
totally did. It was.
Yeah.
It must have been an inspiration on some level. for them.
Absolutely.
But Thundar was, again, like I said, I was teetering on the age where I wasn't really watching cartoons anymore. But I
Right.
did go back to watch Thundar, so
Yeah.
I may have to go with Thundar just because of the innovation of the stories, and yeah, I might have to go with Thundar.
Yeah.
All right. Well, that's
Rumor
fine
has
because
it
Super
that
Friends
Thundar
wins
is
3-1.
coming
Oh,
Thunder
really?
gets
Didn't I send you guys something
I think
on that
you did.
today?
Yeah, there's a comic book coming out for Thunder. Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Okay, well,
All right, we're moving into
but
the
again,
4
very
versus
close.
6.
Very close. It could go either way. I'm not mad either way.
Yeah.
All right, 4 versus 6. First up, this one should be a blowout. We have number 4 Voltron versus number 6 Alvin and the Chipmunks.
I
Anybody
don't think that's as easy as you think it is.
No.
But no, I would go with Voltron for that. Again, I was a little old for Voltron when it came out.
I was very
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I watched a few episodes of Voltron.
Yeah.
And definitely didn't watch it religiously, but I never watched an episode of Alvin and the Chipmunks, so I have to go with Voltron just for that.
Yeah. I liked I didn't watch Voltron religiously. Like I said, I was a little too old, but I dug the premise of it. You know what I mean? I was like,
Yeah.
I get it. That's awesome.
How about you, Bolo?
I'm gonna be a little embarrassed and had to say Alvin and the Chipmunks.
I also love the Chipmunks.
Dude, I
I did
love
back
Alvin
in the
and the
day.
Chipmunks. I'm not gonna
Yeah.
lie,
Yeah.
but and I watched it every Saturday morning. But
I've had toys in the realm of Voltron, and I enjoy
Yeah.
Voltron, but for some reason I gravitated towards Alvin and the Chipmunks, and I can't tell you why.
And you don't have to. It's just a feeling you get, you know. And
Yep.
yeah.
and again, for me, Bolo, like I never watched the '80s cartoon, but I loved the old '60s record.
Yeah.
Every
Yeah.
Christmas, you play,
Yeah.
you know,
Oh
Christmas time, you know, with the
Yeah.
hula hoop and everything. So
Yeah.
yeah, so I listened to the olds. Like I had the record; it had other songs on it too. So that's my sort of memory of the
Yeah.
Chipmunks, not the cartoon. So
Yeah.
that's where I'm at.
I'm gonna break it, make sure there isn't a tie, and go with Voltron because as much as I loved Alvin and the Chipmunks, Voltron was pretty fucking badass, and I definitely, as a kid who loved Transformers and all that, it was a tier below Transformers, but I did like
It was Transformers adjacent.
Yeah, it was definitely
it's in your warehouse, no doubt.
Now here's one, a number 4 versus a number 6 that one of these is almost a forgotten. Well, these are both somewhat forgotten, I think, but one of them.
So can I back up a little bit? Because
Yeah.
I don't know if you watch sports, but isn't 3 supposed to be versus 6 and 4 versus 5?
I don't know. Maybe. Why would it be 4? Oh, yeah, maybe you're right. Well, whatever. The brackets are the brackets.
This is what it is.
Not trying to mess up your groove there, bro.
Yeah, well, you did.
For the bracket.
I'm deleting this entire episode. Number 4, Star Blazers
Oh,
versus the Snorks.
The what?
that's easy.
The Snorks. They were like the Smurfs, but underwater.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. No,
Yeah.
I didn't watch that at all.
Yeah. Dude, Star Blazers was so ahead of its time.
Star Blazers might win this whole thing if it was just me.
It's so good.
So
Yeah.
good. The animation.
If it's that good, I should go back and revisit it. I didn't watch that much.
It is.
Oh,
the
dude.
the
it's
theme
incredible.
song is epic.
Yeah.
You know, it's what's the word I'm looking for? It's awe-inspiring, kind of. You know, it has that breathtaking, like it grabs you type thing. You know what I mean? You know, it's
mature. It's not
mature.
like a kids
It's not-
cartoon almost.
I'm
It's
gonna
so
go with your lead, Star Blazers. Then
Yeah,
Go for
man,
it.
it is. It's
Never
so
heard of
good.
Storks.
It's so good.
Man, that's crazy that you never heard of the Star. Star Blazers moves on then. And here's another. Well, this one won't be hard. It's Dungeons and Dragons versus the Super Mario Brothers Super Show. Quinn, I don't need to ask you what you're voting
Yeah,
for.
don't ask me. I love that show.
I know. Was.
I love that show. I love the Dungeons and Dragons show, and I never owned a Nintendo. So
Yeah. Bolo, what about you?
I honestly don't have a leg in that race. But
what?
Yeah,
Did you make up an
Like
expression?
when I say leg, I'm limping hard on this one. So
There's so many potential titles for this episode. I don't have a leg in that race.
Yeah. That's the new title of this episode. I don't have a leg in that race.
That's great.
yeah,
I'm gonna say that from now on.
yeah,
It's a boloism.
Yep.
yeah.
I don't have a fist in this fight.
Oh man, I'm probably gonna just say Dungeons and Dragons, and it's just like I can't recall like being invested in either one of these. But
Yeah, I love Dungeons and Dragons, so I'm going with that as well.
It was a good show.
Which
I don't
puts
have
it in the-
I
yeah.
don't have a horse in this race either. So
I remember Donnie Most was the voice of the comic relief character.
oh god.
And then the final of these is Muppet Babies versus Rescue Rangers.
No horse in
Anyone?
this race either.
Yeah.
Nothing.
No horse in that race, really?
No,
I'll go with Muppet Babies
Yeah,
I love
I'm gonna
because they like would reference movies. I was too old for it.
Yeah,
Like I
me
would
too.
babysit my cousins and they would be watching that. And
I remember it being on when I was in like 4th grade.
nah, man, I don't recall that. I remember babysitting my little cousins and watching and thinking it was cool that sometimes they'd be dressed up like Star Wars or Indiana Jones.
They would do they would do Indiana Jones. And they would use like the real backgrounds from the
Yeah.
movies.
Exactly.
I never watched either one.
Muppet Babies. Let's
Sorry
see. when
about
did
it.
that shit- It started in 1984.
Yeah,
I don't recall watching it. I mean, it could have been
I
reruns
was
that I was
senior in
watching.
high school. I was
Yeah.
way too cool to watch that.
Yeah, you were
Yeah.
definitely not watching that.
No, I was not watching that.
But Muppet Babies will move on based on that. So now we're in the tight ones. So we've got TMNT versus Voltron. For me, I'm going TMNT.
Same.
Bolo.
I'm gonna go with Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles over Voltron.
All right, David.
I'm gonna just defer and go with what you guys say because I wasn't really.
Yeah.
So TMNT moves on. Then we've got Mask.
What did
versus-
Facebook say on that one? I'm curious.
I didn't go that. I just did the first round.
Oh, okay.
Then we got Mask versus Smurfs.
I'd probably go Smurfs.
How about you, Bolo?
I'm gonna go with Mask again.
I'll go with you guys. I have no horse in that race.
All right, so we'll just leave you neutral. I mean, as much as I love Mask, dude, I gotta go Smurfs.
Yeah. Smurfs was such a phenomenon.
Yeah,
It was definitely a phenomenon for sure.
But it's just
For
like
sure.
I think
I mean, they're still making movies.
sick of
yeah.
it.
I mean, dude, they just put out another movie. It's fucking
Well,
great.
they did make a Mask movie in the 80s, but it was about something different.
yeah.
Yeah.
And it's like, I think
That's the
think
one I
heard
was
that
talking about,
Smurf
the Jim
commercial.
Carrey thing, right?
No, not
No, I
that
was
one.
talking about the Rocky Dennis one.
Rocky
Broken.
Dennis. Wild
Oh,
Wild
yeah.
West.
That movie's great.
All right, this one's gonna be tough for you, Quinn. I have a feeling
Mm.
because it's GI Joe versus Star Blazers.
Ouch. Skip
Yeah.
me. Let me think on this one.
All right, Bolo, GI Joe versus Star Blazers.
Oh man, that one's tough. Considering the praise that I gave Star Blazers earlier, and don't get me wrong, I love GI Joe, and again, my childhood playing with those figures. This is a tough one, man.
I know.
Wow, might have go with GI Joe.
All right.
Yeah.
How about you, David? You got a
I'm a
horse in
Star
this race?
Blazers because I'm a
Yeah.
GI Joe 12-inch action figure guy.
Yeah.
Tell you what, man, I'm also going with Star Blazers.
Yeah. You know,
I've always been a sci-fi nerd, and as much as I love GI Joe,
Me too.
I loved Star Blazers, and I was much younger when that came on. Like I was
yes,
like a
very
preteen
young.
and a teen when
Dude.
GI Joe was on.
Yeah.
But I remember, Brian, I remember you and me at college, like somebody had a box set of Star
On
Blazers.
VHS. Yeah.
Yeah, and we watched it again, and I loved
Yeah.
it just as much.
Yeah.
Wow.
So, yeah.
It's
I wanted to ask you guys, what happened to Battle of the Planets? That was my favorite of all of them.
That
I
was
love that
actually
one.
very
Did that
cool.
not make the cut?
it didn't make the
Got
cut. Yeah.
It didn't make
How
the
did
cut.
Snorks
No.
get on here and Battle of the Planets did not?
Hey man, you were here during the voting. I don't know.
So talk
I know what I
about.
voted
Oh,
for.
man.
So Bolo was talking about epic, opening credits that give you the feels. Battle of the Planets and Gatchaman, man. That theme.
Yeah.
I was just like, and Zoltar, and Zoltar ends up being like a transgender villain. It's like crazy. It's like crazy, way ahead of its time, right?
Ahead.
But
I don't know. Was that
Who the hell
before
is
Sleepaway Camp?
I think it was about the same time. Yeah.
To get back to
what the hell
GI
happened
Joe
to
versus
that?
Star Blazers, I'm gonna.
No, man.
So when
I
I was a kid, I had to do my homework after school, and Transformers and GI Joe were on back to back.
Yeah.
So it was you can watch one of these, and then you have to do your homework.
Oh no.
And I always picked Transformers because and I love Transformers, and I did watch GI Joe, but nowhere near on the level of Transformers. But I distinctly also remember being super young and coming home from first grade every day and putting on Star Blazers and being obsessed with Star Blazers.
Well, I probably told this on the podcast before when we were talking about Star Blazers, but at the end of each episode, they told you how many days Earth had left.
Yes.
It was like only 56 days.
And it was stressful as a little kid.
Yeah. As a little kid, you're stressed. But they would run the episodes out of sequence. So you'd have 56 days left, and then the next day you'd have 110 days left. And I was like, oh, good. We got a little reprieve.
Damn them.
But I love that show. And there were only, 2 seasons?
Yeah.
And every episode ended the same way, but I loved
Fire the wave motion gun.
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
All right, next up we got Fat Albert versus Dynamut.
God damn it.
Fat Albert.
Fat Albert for you,
because
David?
I didn't go with Fat Albert before. Now I got to go with Fat Albert because
Because it beat Josie and the Pussycats.
Yes, it did, and that's okay. All right, Fat Albert. Yes, please.
Bolo.
I'm going to go with Dynamo and Blue Falcon. Hey, look, man, it's my childhood Batman vibe. I can't help it. I'm sorry.
I have a special place in my heart for Blue Falcon and Dynamite, but Fat Albert's a better cartoon.
Yeah, it is. But,
I got to go with Fat Albert as well. Just based on the
Hey, the heart wants what the heart wants. Don't be sorry. There's no sorry.
Right. All right. Next up, we got Transformers versus Muppet Babies. I mean, come on. I'll just write Transformers.
Yeah.
I'll take Battle of the Planets.
Yeah.
This is
Battle of the Planets would have made it pretty far in this tournament. I'm surprised it's not in it.
Considering all 4 of us.
Well, when we redo it for the 5-year anniversary of the tournament, that'll be in there.
But when did it come out, though? It might be.
Yeah, I don't know when it came out. That's the other thing. I think it may have been on the list. All right, next up, we got this is a tough one too. Super Friends versus Thundercats.
Oh,
ouch!
I know.
Super Friends.
All right, we got one for Super Friends.
I'm gonna go with Super Friends.
2 for Super Friends.
Here's the thing. I like Super Friends way more. Thundercats is a better cartoon.
You're right. You're
not wrong. I'll go Super Friends.
Super Friends wins it.
Simply because I like that better. You know what I mean? Like I acknowledge that Thundercats is so well done and so good.
I 100% get what you're saying because Thundercats is a million times better. And actually, I'll vote for Thundercats just because it's not gonna make a difference. But honestly, the totality of Super Friends and as a kid, when you look back on it as a kid, I'm sure right now if you stuck Thundercats on one TV and Super Friends on another TV, I would 100% prefer to watch Thundercats because Super Friends animation is trash. it's juvenile as shit. Even the more mature Super Friends stuff is gonna not put my interest like Thundercats. Neither one of them are super mature, but
right.
Brian, it depends what incarnation because there were so many different incarnations of Super Friends. I'm sure if you put on the challenge of the Super Friends, which is the one with the Legion of the Doom, that's what I'm focusing on because I love to see
the one with
Scarecrow and Manta, and
that was cool. And Black Panther's voice is awesome.
Just great.
It was.
And Grodd and Solomon Grundy and all
That's the first time I saw most of those bad guys. Honestly, it was in Super Friends.
Cheetah.
I remember there's one episode where like Aquaman, they're trapped in the past, like millions of years in the past. So they find out where the Hall of Justice is going to be, and they bury their communicator.
I remember that.
So
to listen to over.
So in the future, they're like, "Hey, what's this beeping coming from?" And they go back and rescue them. And then years later on Star Trek: The Next Generation, they do the same shit.
Did they really?
And I was like, "Hey, I've seen that before." You know what I mean? Where
They
they
stole
just
that from Super Friends.
it's exactly right.
Wow. Wow.
Anyway, I was like, whoever wrote this watched Super Friends as a kid.
Here's another kind of tough one. He-Man versus Dungeons and Dragons.
Oh
He-Man,
man,
He-Man for sure.
He-Man for David. Quinn.
He-Man it is.
I got to go with Masters of the Universe.
All right, all right. That makes it a clean sweep for He-Man because I'm going with it.
Yeah, I pour one out for Dungeons and Dragons.
Dungeons and Dragons was good. I mean,
But it was like one season, right?
Yeah, it wasn't. There wasn't a lot to it.
Yeah.
And then we got Spider-Man and His Amazing Friends versus Hong Kong Phooey.
That's easy. That's an easy one for me.
Hong Kong for David. I'm going. What do you go? Quinn. Well, you're going with Spider-Man, obviously.
Of
Right?
course.
I am going with Spider-Man.
Yeah,
and
I'm
I'll tell
going
you
with
why.
Spider-Man,
There's an
Not my
episode
Spider-Man.
of Spider-Man and His Amazing Friends
Not
where
mine.
you had the bees,
I love
the
Iceman.
Swarm episode.
Swarm episode is great.
Yeah.
The best one is with the other superheroes. It's like 10 little superheroes. That one with the
Yes.
chameleon or whatever.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So
I just thought Iceman was cool as shit. And
Iceman
Firestar
is cool.
the
Firestar
Ice
is cool, too.
Toboggan is amazing, and
Yeah.
I'm so grateful that Bryan Singer actually did that in Days of Future Past, where Bobby has a full transformation and he's riding the ice toboggan
Yeah.
in that movie.
Yeah,
That
it's
was
cool. I
I was
love
like,
that.
yeah, I was so grateful to finally get that.
All right, we're moving on to the final brackets. We got TMNT versus Smurfs. Anybody
You
going with
really even need to do that?
Smurfs on that one? Yeah.
No. Well, it's people like you guys like the Smurfs, so I don't know.
I'm
Well,
going with
those are both phenomenons. Like they're equal phenomenons, and
and they're both still going.
Yeah,
But-
Turtles is more our speed.
But TMNT, I mean, but not only TMNT
Turtles.
just prints money. I mean,
Yeah.
I mean, dude, the last TMNT movie was legitimately awesome. So
Also, listen, I was too old for that too.
Me too.
yeah, I
So
was
wait a
too.
minute,
I
wait a
was
minute,
much
wait a
too
minute.
old for the cartoon, but I
They
love the
just
comic.
did,
Yeah.
Brian, a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle Godzilla.
Yes, a crossover.
figure.
Yeah, they're
And
Nev's
people are
buying
losing
a
their
bunch
mind
of
over. I'm like, next.
Yeah,
Sorry,
yeah.
whatever.
Let me ask you a question.
Uh-huh.
The last movie, are we talking the CG movies?
Yeah, the CG one with it had Jackie Chan as Splinter and what the fuck is it called? It just came out. No, it didn't just come out, but
yeah.
I didn't see it.
it's so good.
Yeah. I don't-
No, the last animated one I liked.
Yeah, it's great. All right, next up, Star Blazers versus Fat Albert.
That's no contest for me.
Yeah, I'm going with Star Blazers.
Star Blazers could win this shit.
It might.
I love that shit.
Star Blazers it is.
Star
I'm a
Blazers.
sci-fi nerd, even though I love Fat Albert, so I'll go with Star Blazers.
Star Blazers moves
And you guys
on.
love it so much, I can't go
Yeah.
against you.
This one's interesting. Transformers versus Super Friends.
Whoa, come again?
It's Transformers versus Super Friends.
Oh,
You know-
come on, B.
I'm gonna lose, but I'm gonna say Super Friends.
Oh,
Oh,
I'm going to say Super Friends too.
Oh,
I'm going with Transformers.
Bolo.
I'm torn.
A show with Batman versus robots.
Yeah, it's Super Friends. God damn it.
Motherfucker!
See, they got you with this one. They got me with the Josie and the Pussycats.
Yeah.
How much betrayal can I take?
Also, hang on, Transformers, far and away the better show.
But yeah, you think?
Far and away the better show.
I'm
Far and away the better
now.
show, but I'm sorry, I had a Batmobile.
Yeah,
Also had an Optimus Prime, Bolo.
that's true.
That did not turn into a Batmobile.
All right, we got He-Man. I can't believe that. He-Man versus Spider-Man and His Amazing Friends.
Oh,
I'm going with He-Man because, like I said, ain't my Spider-Man.
All right.
This is another one that's
I mean, the He-Man cartoon is objectively terrible.
yeah.
It is.
Well,
But the
have you tried to
creativity,
rewatch Spider-Man's Amazing Friends?
the
Yeah.
creativity of the
watch-
villains in He-Man,
Yeah.
even though they're
Yeah.
all just designed to be toys for people to
Yeah.
buy,
Yeah.
I love the names.
Yeah.
I mean, there's this one. I mean, who the hell names a villain Fisto? Come on.
I
man.
had a crush on the sorceress when I was a kid.
Oh yeah, and Tila.
Yeah, Sorceress and
I didn't care for
Tila.
Tila. I like the sorceress.
And then there's Orko, right?
Yeah,
was
Orko,
that
yeah.
little wizard kind of guy, whatever
Yeah,
he
yeah.
was. I don't know.
He's comic relief.
Comic relief. Yeah.
But
What do you guys say? What do you guys say?
Yeah, Bolo, come on.
Mm.
this is He-Man versus Spider-Man.
Yeah, it's
No,
He-Man versus
I
Spider-Man.
want, please, can you guys watch the second season of the 60s Spider-Man? Just one or two episodes. I'll actually
I
tell you
watched
which
all those.
episodes to watch.
I've seen them all.
And
I will watch
that
that
to
over
me,
and
you don't
over
like
again.
those?
Yeah,
I
they're
love
Oh, I
fine.
love them. I love them, but they didn't make the cut because of the age.
I know.
yeah.
I know.
If they were in this, they'd be further
Maybe.
along.
They'd be way further along.
This
but
would
I
be
can't-
no contest if they were in it.
So, okay, here's a question for you guys. If you put the 80s Spider-Man that's on here right now against the 60s one, which one would you pick?
Probably still the
The
80s.
60s.
That's all
I
right.
think the
The
60s.
60s.
60s. Thank you.
Yeah.
However, I can
Shut
tell you this: my answer to this is going to be Spider-Man's Amazing Friends.
Okay.
The art in that show really reflected the comic, which I liked a lot, like the
Yeah.
old style John Romita type art that I dug. That like rewatching it, I was surprised at how bad it was, considering I loved it so much. But also, like the Peter Parker voice was perfect.
Yeah.
Like in the Spider-Man voice was perfect, and that's a hard thing to get. There's other versions where I'm like, Ugh.
Yeah.
Um,
The Spider-Man voice was the same voice as Bumblebee and Transformers, which somehow lost to Super Friends. Paula, what are you picking here, Spider-Man or He-Man?
it's salty.
God, man.
Come
That
on.
has to be Spider-Man and Amazing
Oh,
Friends.
There you go,
I'm
Bolo.
sorry. And here's the thing, Firestar, had camel toe and
What?
and the hot booty. There was gratuitous booty shots on Firestar.
what the fuck is happening right now?
Whoa.
She had a great costume, and I think I'm.
Oh my God, Bolo!
Hey, just like you said, part of your.
All right.
sexual
Well,
arising.
unfortunately,
Brian's like, how late do I have to stay up to edit this one?
we're gonna have to defer to the Facebook He-Man pick because I'm also going with He-Man, so Facebook will break that tie and move He-Man to the next round.
What?
Oh.
Upset.
Upset.
I don't know if that's an upset.
Kind of is.
All right, now we're down to
No,
the
I think that's that's
final four. TMNT
Who are
versus
they?
Star Blazers.
Battle of the
Starblazers.
Planets.
Star Blazer.
TMNT versus Star Blazers.
Star Blazers.
It's gonna be hard for you, Brian. Which one do you think?
Star Blazers. No, dude. Look, TMNT, the Eastman and Laird comics are fucking incredible.
Yeah,
The cartoon, Star Blazers, I'll pick every day of the week over there.
nice.
And then in this round, going up against Star Blazers, we have Super Friends versus He-Man.
You know what they go right in a row? The final
Yeah,
four?
Well,
Because that would be the final three. So
no, look. Well, see here, look.
I can't see that. What are you doing?
You know.
That means nothing to me, Ryan.
So you had TMNT here and Star Blazers here, and then on this bracket over here, you have He-Man versus Spider-Man, and then they fight each
Oh,
other.
so we were already in the final four when you
Yeah, this is the
said
current.
that.
Yeah.
All right.
So now it's the final three, right?
Yeah,
Well, now
that's what he said.
Now
Yeah.
it's the final
Oh.
two.
Yeah. So
Okay.
what do we got?
So, yeah, it's Super Friends versus He-Man, and the winner fights Star Blazers.
Super Friends.
Holy shit! Could this happen?
Star Blazers is going to win, guys.
I'm going with Super Friends.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'll go Super Friends.
Super Friends.
So then we got Super. I can't believe this is actually happening because I thought for sure Transformers was just going to walk away with it.
I love Transformers, but you put them up against my favorites.
Yeah. And it was just random. I just randomly let the computer place them. So then we have Star Blazers versus Super Friends, which is fucking hard.
If you're ranking my favorite cartoons of all time, it's probably be 1 and 2. And one is Star Blazers.
So this really turned out.
It's kind of crazy that turned out that way, because honestly, I would have not thought.
I think Battle of the Planet should have been against Star Blazers. I think that would have been a really fair contender.
Yeah.
I still would have picked Star Blazers, but Battle of the Planets I loved.
Me too.
Yeah.
I don't know if
And it was also Battle of the Planets was like hard to watch because it wasn't on all the time.
No,
Like
it wasn't.
I'm like, it should be on now because it was on this time last week, but it wasn't.
I probably wouldn't have been
See,
able to.
I got Battle of the Planets more than the other ones. Like for some reason, I don't know why. It's on every day.
Dude, all I know is that when I post the results of this in like the 80s cartoon groups and the Gen X group, people are going to lose their minds at what the fuck we've done here.
So
just run with it. Be like tragedy.
We're going to get hate mail.
Star Blazers.
You guys are fucking idiots.
Well, you weren't there, man.
Yeah, you had to be there.
Should have been chosen the Pussycats.
Super Friends versus Star Blazers, Bolo.
Oh God, man, come on.
Bolo's going to go with Super Friends. I can tell you now. He doesn't have to answer. He's going with Super Friends.
I know who I'm going with, and I don't. So go ahead, Bolo.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, but he gave such a ringing endorsement for Star Blazers.
He loves Star Blazers, but he loves himself a Batman.
I do. And here's the thing. What is honestly better is Star Blazers, but my heart is.
Well, you got to go with your heart. Yeah.
My heart is going to say Super Friends.
I told Bolo a long time ago, and I'm not shitting you. It's still true. If you put a bag of shit on his door, if you try to sell him a bag of shit, all you need to do is put a Batman sticker on it, and he would buy it for $5. I guarantee you.
Oh my gosh,
he loves that. There are super fans out there, and then there's Bolo.
Yeah, I do love me some cute tears.
I am with you, Bolo. I loved Super Friends.
Yeah,
but man,
look. My honest truth is. What's better? It's Star Blazers.
Well, it doesn't matter what's better. You got to go with what you like.
Yeah, you got to go with your heart.
Yeah.
Oh, God damn it.
No, go with what you want. It don't matter.
It is the Super Friends.
Yeah, you got to stick with what you want.
I was glued to that TV. I think there was. I think
you see little Bolo sitting on the floor eating his Fruit Loops with the.
I'm positive there was a time when that came on at like 6 a.m. and I was up.
Yeah.
Before 6 a.m.
We all got up.
That TV.
Yeah.
But if you showed that whole tournament to me as a 10-year-old and said I could only watch one of these shows, I would pick Star Blazers.
Yeah, it's
I'm going with Star Blazers, so it's going to win 3-1.
Amazing. I'm so happy.
Which is insane to me. Yeah. Insane. I never in a million years.
Well, what would it be then? Other than Transformers in your mind, what would it be?
Transformers, He-Man, G.I. Joe, and TMNT.
But they knocked each other out.
Well, I mean, no, they were all in separate brackets. Transformers got knocked out by Super Friends, which is crazy. Star Blazers versus G.I. Joe, I'm actually not super surprised by. I mean, dude, I love Star Blazers. In fact, this makes me. I'm going to see where it's streaming. Just watch it from.
I do want to watch it. And watch us go back and watch it now and be like, ugh.
I watched it. I want to say like 6 or 7 years ago. I think it was on Hulu or something.
No, Super Friends is on Prime.
Yeah, I know. I'm saying though, Star Blazers. Remember, there's even a live action movie. Remember, we watched the live action.
We watched the live action. Yeah.
Of Star Blazers.
Yeah,
Star Blazers. It's called Space Battle Yamato.
Yeah,
which is actually what it was called. That's what it was called in Japan.
In Japan, Japanese.
But good showing by Super Friends.
Yeah.
Showing by an okay showing by. Holy shit! I cannot believe that. So Star Blazers has won our first Cartoon Madness bracket.
A show that a lot of people probably have never
Probably have
heard.
no idea what the fuck we're talking about.
Yeah,
I bet you.
it's so good. Go out and watch
Yeah.
it.
This
It's
was
really
a
good.
lot of this was more fun than I thought it was going to be because I'm older than you guys, and again,
Yeah.
my heart lies a decade earlier.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
so there was only a few that I was really passionate about, and that probably came through, and they weren't really gonna had any chance of winning. But I got to find me a older Gen X
Yeah.
podcast because
60s
I'd
and
fit in.
70s.
I think I would fit in better in there than I do here because I get a lot of these. I honestly about half of them I never saw or didn't really see more than one or two episodes.
That's-
So
Well, there's a lot of them that I was too old for on this list. You know what I mean? And even some of the ones that I know pretty well, I knew I was too old for them as I was watching it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I knew they were childish, and
Absolutely. Yeah.
if my father would come in, I would turn it off.
Yeah. Absolutely. But
so I think that I'm just going to throw this out there for the listeners who are a little bit older. If we were doing this in the 70s, 60s, 70s, my number one overall choice would be Scooby-Doo, Where Are You? That would be my number one.
I feel like we had that on our list too.
No, it's from the
you had
started in 68.
Okay.
Yeah, 1968 was the original one.
Yeah.
And that show was so impactful to me.
It was so impactful that Hanna-Barbera redid it multiple times with multiple different animals and vehicles.
And not nearly as well.
But I mean, Josie and the Pussycats was
great too.
Very Scooby-Doo-ish.
It was very close, but but that would have been my choice for like the overall pick, and I would have been very incensed if it didn't win.
Yeah, I mean, if we were going to do that, then at that point you got to just be like, Tom and Jerry and like all the stuff that we grew up.
Tom and Jerry, that's like started in the 40s.
That's 40s.
Yeah, that's 40s. Yeah.
So, but I mean, if we were just going to do cartoons that we grew up on, nothing would have beaten Tom and Jerry. You know what I mean? Like,
I don't know, man.
I don't know about that.
Early Warner Brothers.
Maybe Bugs Bunny. But it would have been Bugs Bunny or Tom and Jerry. Well, that's the problem. Then you got to do it. Do you just do all of them?
Yeah, if you do all the Looney Tunes, kind of outsmarted you, little child?
Considering I live in the desert and I have both coyotes and roadrunners in my neighborhood, so it's kind of cool. I got to go with it.
Yeah.
All right, so that was cool. I think I have an idea for the Halloween episode coming up, but I'll share that with you guys after we stop recording.
Okay.
But so that's what we're going to do next episode. We're going to do some spooky shit. We will have our final thoughts on Peacemaker. Hopefully Dutch will be here. I don't know what else we'll have, but it'll all be there. And that'll be coming up in about 2 or 3 weeks. 2 weeks. Only 2 weeks. And so thanks everyone for listening. We appreciate it. Thanks for telling your friends to listen. Thanks for giving us a review, if you do such a thing. If you want to send us an email, if you want to yell at us for our terrible choices in cartoons, you can do that at thegenxlounge@gmail.com. David, you look for David on collectallmonsters.com or Collect All Monsters on YouTube, I should say. Excuse me. And you can also find me at Spooby Sit Down on YouTube. You can't find Quinn.
Leave me alone.
Leave Quinn alone. Bolo is what's your Instagram, Bolo?
Bolo _I_am, Bolo I am. And also Meet Me Halfway Fitness.
Meet Me Halfway Fitness.
That's both on Instagram. I got 2 pages, and they're both kind of coinciding with each other. There's a few, mostly Bible verses because that's how I start my day. So I figure if I start the day right with the Lord, I can't go wrong. So
I start my day off with a nice poop.
There you go. That's awesome too. But it's Bible verses and occasionally a pick of me and friends and family, and we're out drinking. That's what we do.
Out drinking and Bible verses. The dichotomy of the yin and yang of Bolo.
Hey.
All right, brother.
How did the Lord feel when you were watching Spider-Man and His Amazing Friends?
Yeah, gawking at Firestar's ass.
Hey, that's an awesome yellow outfit.
I think you made the Lord uncomfortable.
Yeah, that's okay. I want to see that. I want to see Firestorm in live action, like a
all right.
Hey, Bolo, is that what they
Firestorm?
is that what they
Firestorm.
refer to as God-given
Firestorm.
ass? Yeah.
Oh man, I need to see a live action Firestar.
All right,
You
people.
may get it.
Thanks everyone for hanging out. We are going to go bye-byes. The Phillies lost. Fucking god damn it.
What's that?
Congratulations.
Is that best of 5 or best of 7?
It's best of 5.
Ooh,
They're
shit.
down 0-2. Congratulations to Star Blazers with the big win.
Yeah.
We'll see you all time.